Hello, my loves. Unforgettable. That's where you are. Hello. Unforgettable. Hello. Oh, hello, Mr. Fly. I do want you in here, actually. Oh. Lovelies. Hello, my loves. All right. Let's bring myself in. Hi, Trish. Okay. If you're wearing an earpiece, watch your ears. Hi, Kat. I see Chris. Okay. Lotus. Hello. Blondie, I see you. Welcome, my lovelies. Should we do hair up or hair down? Should we go for hair up? Should we leave it down? Hi. What are we doing today? Put a little bit of makeup on. Really diving into the pinks lately. Hello, welcome. Any newbies here today who wants a free book? If you want a free book, say free book. Wow. Decree, welcome. Welcome, welcome. It's nice. It's hot outside. I was kind of thinking about doing my live stream outside. But my neighbors have some kind of like a generator that runs basically 24/7 now outside their barn. Oh, thank you. And it just creates this like engine background noise that is kind of constant. So I don't want to subject you to that. Bree, hello. Hi. Where, oh where? Will the conversation go today? What will we learn? What will we talk about? Common sense, yes. Ladies, have common sense. Use observation before selection. Find out if he's so boring. If he's so boring, he's got to say the same thing twice. Because he forgot he said it the first time. Because he doesn't have communication skills. He doesn't even hear himself. Because he's so boring, he bores himself so much that when he talks, he ignores himself. That's why he's so repetitive. Yes, body count does matter to people that are controlling. I have to control you in the past to accept you in the present. I made up rules for you to follow, ladies. I told myself you could have 4, but no more than 10, because I controlled you before I met you. So when I ask you what your body count is, what I'm really asking is, did you follow my rules, young lady? Because I'm the parent, you're the child, and I just want to make sure you know that. Says the controlling person, right, ladies? So here's the thing. These controlling guys say body count definitely matters. So let me ask you this, Alex. Are you fine being blocked and deleted? Yes or no? Hi, Ripple. Alex, are you fine being blocked and deleted? Yes or no? Hey.
Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Oh, I'm loving the necklaces.
Oh, thank
Is it
you.
one wrapped up? I love it. Okay.
I'm going to take you down a little necklace tour in a moment here, but I'm talking to Alex. I'm not deleting you. Women, why are you so upset that I asked you, are you fine being blocked and deleted for not being the preference when a woman doesn't want somebody controlling? Are you fine, women, in blocking and deleting you because they didn't write controlling on the list of what they're looking for? So, Alex, are you fine being blocked and deleted because women didn't write controlling? So they're deleting people who are asking, did you follow my rules? Because they didn't write controlling. So can you answer this question, please? Because you're evading, you're deflecting, you're doing anything but answering the question I'm asking you. Are you fine being blocked and deleted by the woman who does not want somebody controlling? You're not her preference. She blocks you. Are you fine with that? Alex, yes or no? Can you answer the question? Alex, can you answer that question? Ladies, don't forget, if you don't want someone controlling, you gotta get rid of the controlling people. Where's Alex? Can you not answer the question? Was this a difficult question to ask, people? Did I ask a complicated question? Was it hard to understand? Am I slow today? What's going on? Hi, Krista. It was simple. So why isn't Alex answering the question? Ladies, how do you get rid of a guy who's deeply offended if you've had consensual sex before you knew this loser existed? You let him talk. And when he indicates he has a problem with you enjoying your body with people before this guy, you simply block and delete him because you're not here for people that are stuck in the past and PP obsessed. Well, how come Alex never answered that question? I got a compliment from a girl. My boyfriend has gone mad about it. What do you mean by that, my love? What's he done? Yeah, they have no ability to cope with their imagination. I'm going to think about the male genitalia in your past and make myself emotional, and you have to do something about that. They have no ability to cope with themselves. Like, they're too weak to cope with their own imagination and emotions. It's pretty funny. Chef.
Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Yeah, I just had a. How you doing, man? Because you already know how I feel about this, but I got a quick question because I'm trying to talk to my friends about this, and I tried to invite them over to your page, but they don't want to come. And so one of them kind of snuck in the other night without letting me know. I mean, the other day without letting me know. And so from there, so my question to you, because I'm going back and forth with them, trying to explain to you what I'm understanding about, them wanting a body count. So they're saying to me, and I just want you for clarification, but I want it from a woman perspective that's actually specialized in this. So they're telling me, ma'am, that that is an indicator to them that a woman can be disciplined. And I don't believe that, ma'am. So can you really break this down? Because they don't understand that asking a woman something like this, they don't look at it as in controlling. So what else could it be besides controlling, man?
Well, don't you understand that what they're doing is they're saying, did she let me discipline her because she should have followed my rules? She should have been towing the line. She should have been following my discipline for her. The teaching she should have received from me on what was right and what was wrong. She should have received that from me before she knew I existed. And I'm so egotistical. I position myself in
Mm-hmm.
her past to discipline her on how to behave. That's how they're using the word discipline, but they're misusing it because they're trying to make it as though we didn't have discipline because we weren't disciplined by
Exactly.
them. We weren't
Exactly.
disciplined by them. We didn't have discipline. So they're taking their 24/7 fertility cycle, they're taking how they would say yes to anything that would say yes at any time. And you know that about almost every single male that's around you, right? So they're taking their lack of discipline because the moment a girl's gonna do this, they're gonna have, let's go, let's go. When are you
Absolutely.
ready? When are you ready? So those males you're talking to, they have that 24/7 fertility cycle. They know they lack discipline, but they're
Absolutely.
projecting onto women saying, I need to know if you let me discipline you.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay, so I now understand what you're saying. Okay, so this makes a whole lot of sense now. So, so them asking that should be an indicator and a sign to a woman that that man lacks discipline within himself. That makes a whole lot of sense. Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to know that. Wasn't gonna stay up too long because I agree with everything you're doing, but I just wanted to have a little clarity before I take this conversation back to them. Hope you have a wonderful, spectacular evening, man.
You too, my love, anytime.
Yep.
Bye, Seth. So Ripple. Ripple. So you
I'm
notice
here.
this is my usual, right?
Yeah, but what's the new pendant?
I went to Macau in the 90s. I worked there for 2 months, 60 days,
Of course you did.
nonstop. And I
Mhm.
bought several pieces of jewelry, several pendants, beautiful bracelet, carvings out of jade, and I fished it all out over the last week because I've been surrounding myself with it. This
It's giving.
Stunning. It's stunning. I like the necklace.
is my Ankline. Ooh, rage bait. So, ladies, I want to point out what a weak male looks like. A weak male is highly emotional over illogical things. This guy is enraged over women's autonomy and freedom to express their sexuality on their own terms. He's so weak. That's all it takes for him to fly into a rage is the notion that women own their own bodies and sexuality. So if you want to see what a weak male looks like, it's the one who's enraged at the idea of female autonomy.
Question. i- Is the Anne Klein one piece that you doubled up, or is it two separate
I doubled
necklaces?
it.
I
Yes.
love it. You do your thing. Yes.
We have fun. Adrian.
Yes. Hi, I just wanted to ask a couple questions, see if you can reconcile them a bit.
Hi.
So there is numerous studies that have been published.
Right. Title of the peer-reviewed study, sir?
There's
I
too
mean,
numerous to list.
hold on a second. So I kind of
Sure.
let you jump in, but I didn't tell you the ground rules. So we're going to start with the ground rules now. So usually I ask people, what topic are you here for? When I understand that they're here for the debate topic, I let them know the ground rules for the debate itself.
Sure.
So the debate is a facts over feelings debate, not an individualized debate. We're not discussing you on the subject because you are not the subject. The subject is the subject all by itself, because let me ask you this, Adrian. If you think spinach is yucky and you feel like you never want to eat it again, does that mean I should stop eating spinach?
No.
No.
You can. You're free. You're an autonomous human being. You're free to do what you want.
100%, always at all times. So we're not going to start a sentence with I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience, because you're not relevant to the topic. A factual or scientific way only. A factual way would be like this. Would you agree this is a toothbrush?
Yeah, of course.
A fact is something outside of you and I, readily agreed upon on site because it is so obvious. If you wanted to bring a science, which it sounds like you want to bring, I need 4 pieces of information: title of the peer-reviewed study, website the study is on, page number and paragraph number where you read the words you want to present. I'm going to go find them, and then you can say it out loud. And this is how I ensure there's no amplification of lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation. Is that fair?
Not particularly, because we're just having a conversation and just sharing ideas.
I'm not inviting you to come here and talk to me about you on this subject, because I'm not here to listen to ego dysfunction or indoctrination. If you would like me to hear your thoughts and feelings, opinions, and experiences, you can buy a coaching session. But for the debate topic, I'm not here to listen to you speak about yourself.
Oh, okay. It's a
Also,
sales
if
pitch. I'm sorry. I will go ahead and
it's
buy.
not a sales pitch.
Strike 1. I do have 3 facts why body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. Would you like to hear my 3 facts?
Sorry, I muted him. I'll send you an invite to
By the way,
unmute.
don't make false accusations, Adrian, because I don't teach women to keep abusive people or liars around. So I will remove you, because I teach women to follow through on removing the wrong people from their environment. So, Adrian, I have 3 facts why body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. By the way, he said sales pitch. Though that's always my cue, by the way, to show you just how much you can buy from me. My name is Chantal Hyde. If you Google who is Canada's best dating coach, you're probably going to see my name. The words you won't see is ads or sponsored, because I've been working hard to teach you how to not pick losers. Why is my book called No More Assholes? Well, ladies, how many times have you been in the position of turning to your friend saying he's such an asshole? He did it again. He lied again, disrespected again, practice willful ignorance again. We don't want to see that, do we? Never in our vicinity. We're done with the bullshit. Anyways, Adrian, you said you had a study. So what's the title of the peer-reviewed study?
Well, I actually heard it from.
No. We don't listen, Adrian. People coming.
Ma'am, you gotta let me make my point. If you're just gonna interrupt me, this conversation is not gonna go very good.
I'm not here for disinformation. So if you're here to say there's a study, but you can't prove you read anything, I don't listen to people who go over to the podcast bros and copy paste without actually getting information from the liars. So if you're not willing to go to the podcast bros and go, you lied to me, I'm not willing to listen to you regurgitate their disinformation. So unless you have title of the peer-reviewed study you read, right? The website you found it on, page number, paragraph number to prove you read anything. Don't say you have any science to present. You don't have any science to present. Now, I'm going to go back to my question a little while ago. I have 3 facts. Would you like to hear my 3 facts?
No, because you don't allow me to speak.
No, you don't, because like every guy who says body count matters, you're a failure. Have a good day. Goodbye, sir. Bye-bye. What do I mean by failure? Ladies, take a look at your preferences. If this is you, this is what you deserve. What did this guy fail to do? Like all the other guys who say body count matters, he failed to have communication skills, didn't he? He didn't want to hear facts. Why? Because he has a closed mind, not an open mind. Why? Well, I don't know, but something happened where he has no ability to understand simple shit. He really doesn't. No, I'm not here to understand. I'm here to talk at you, not hear anything you got to say. Why? Because he has no respect for women, their bodies, their individuality, their autonomy. Ladies, you can never trust somebody who has no respect for your autonomy. All he's going to want to do is control you, parent-child dynamic. If you want a peer dynamic, get rid of the guy who thinks he controlled you before he met you. Hey, Daniel, where did you go? All right.
You're back up.
I kicked myself out. I was trying to go on my other account to see if I had, like, if my mod thing was screwed up, because I still can't do the guest thing. It's so bizarre.
Let me
anyway.
do a little.
I think it's fascinating how so many people like so many of you guys in the comments will say that, oh, she's only doing the debate on her terms, which she's allowed to do that. It's her page and her live, right? All we're doing is saying science and facts. That's not like a crazy request for a logical debate.
Right.
But then you get a guest like this last one who only wanted to have a conversation on his terms,
Yeah.
right? But you don't attack him for not wanting to have a genuine conversation.
What do you mean you don't want to hear my feelings about this? And then I got 3 facts. He goes, I don't want to hear facts. So do you notice how this emotional male wanted us women to waste our time listening to his feelings, not backed by any science or facts whatsoever? But when I want to present facts, he doesn't want to hear facts, because I guess facts make him too emotional on top of the emotions he already has with his opinions. Weird. It's very bizarre, but it's a mental illness that we're not willing to deal with anymore.
Yeah, I'm good now for the mod stuff. So thank
Okay,
you.
you can. Lazar, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm amazing. What topic are you here for?
Well, is it all right if I ask you something, like simple question?
Of course.
So if you are a dating coach, right? So are you in a relationship or married?
Yes, sir. I met my husband in 2004. We committed in 2006. I got
Oh,
to
okay.
know him very thoroughly before we committed. I was carrying some dysfunction into the relationship. I did fix my dysfunction. It's been 9 years since we've had a fight. The last time I made out with him was today. So one thing that I do is I'm a Sherpa. So there's 2 ways to get to the top of Mount Everest. You can go to town and buy a map, or you can go to the bottom of the mountain and get a Sherpa who's going to take you to the top, because they know how to carry the burden of knowledge and where to show you where to put your feet, because they know the tricky spots. That's me. I'm a leader. My number 1 relationship rule is it's not fair to ask for anything you're not willing to do first. I don't ask people to watch out for the wrong people without having learned how to do that myself. I don't ask people to pick the right person for a long-term relationship without having learned to do that myself. I don't ask people to achieve a 0 fight relationship without having learned to do that myself. I don't ask people to discover and monetize their purpose, passion, and talent without having done that myself. I don't ask people to increase their self-esteem without having done that myself. And I don't ask people to become happier in general without having done that myself.
All right. Well, just based on, I wanted to ask that because just based on the last guest you had, it seemed you were kind of incapable of having a debate. But I'll leave now. So I'll see you later.
Can I correct you?
That's fine. I think you need to work on yourself. But
No.
see you later.
No, sorry. I want to say something to this idiot, okay? Like, you didn't listen to the same conversation we did. He started talking about science. We asked him to prove it. He couldn't. End of. That's it.
I'm very willing to have a debate. The terms are facts over feelings. The terms are science and facts only. The terms are, I'm not here to listen to a sentence that starts with, I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience, because the terms are, you are not the topic. This is the topic only, all by itself, factually or scientifically. I've had this sign up since August 2024, inviting any opposition to bring facts or science. I have 3 facts, so my body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. I'm still waiting since August 2024 for the opposition to bring either facts, something outside of themselves, readily agreed upon on site because it is so obviously a toothbrush, or a science backed by 4 pieces of information to show they read something. Title of the peer-reviewed study, they read. Website the study is on, page number, paragraph number. Look at this guy. Mr. Bogart is a super spreader. Mr. Bogart has armpit chlamydia because Mr. Bogart has never been taught safe sex. We can always tell who the super spreaders are because they ask for numbers, not STD test results.
It's also very logical to ask for you to cite your source when you want to present science. When you say science says, asking you to cite your source is a logical thing to do. And you should be doing that in your own life when people are trying to tell you that they've heard about some science that says whatever they're trying to tell you. Chantel, can I bring up the next guest here?
Yeah. Body count or your mental and physical health does, but that is not attached to your body count. That didn't make any sense.
To get to a PSA in the chat here, if you're begging to come onto the panel, I'm not gonna bring you up.
How y'all doing today?
Oh, Alex, I'm going to block you because you never answer my question, and it's a sin to bore me. So Alex is disappearing now because he never answered the question. Hello, car guy. What topic are you here for?
Body count doesn't matter.
Okay, so I'm only discussing this in a factual or scientific way only. This guy said, do I cite sources? No, I have 3 facts, so my body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. If you want to bring science, you got to bring title of the peer-reviewed study. You can't poop in your hand, show me the steaming pile of poop and go, this is science. I need to know where you read the science, but if you didn't read anything in a scientific study, why are you saying science says? Looks like you're a liar spreading disinformation. So if you wanted to say science says, if you want to say science says, you have to bring title of the peer-reviewed study you read, the website you
Didn't
found
you just say that shit?
number and paragraph number where you read the science. I'm talking to the guy who's asking if I cite sources. I'm talking to him because I keep saying I have 3 facts. And little boys keep coming here and saying, well, science says, and I keep saying, show me where. And then they run away because science doesn't say that. Anyway, so car guy, facts are science only, but not individualized. You are not the topic. So we're not going to start a sentence with, I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience is that.
Yeah, I heard that. So why doesn't body count matter?
To the people who practice logic and stick to facts, thank you. So here are my 3 facts. Number 1, if a woman was looking for a long-term partner, she wants somebody with all of these qualities, no less. Would she need to observe someone over time to see if they have all of these qualities, yes or no?
Okay. So
MT has to prove they're not a liar by now giving 4 pieces of information in the chat. And if they say 1 word, that's not title of the peer-reviewed study. Website is on, page number, paragraph number. I'm going to block and delete him for lies, fear-mongering, and attempting to spread disinformation. So car guy, was that a yes or a no? If a woman wanted a long-term partner, wants somebody with all these qualities, does she need to observe someone over time to see if they are this person? Yes or no? He says, Google it because it's a lie. He wants women to try to find the truth in his lie. I block and delete those liars. If you're not providing the 4 pieces of information, when Google it, it shows me you haven't read anything. Okay, car guy, yes or no?
what was your question again about those all qualities or
This is
whatever?
the 3rd time she's asking it. If this is how the rest of these are gonna go, it's just gonna frustrate me.
Are you having trouble paying attention? I think
No, I was paying attention. You were just talking a lot.
I think
So
you got a little too deep in the BONG, my love. But listen, maybe come back before you wake and BAKE. Hey, who do you want, my loves? Who do you want, mods?
Talking too much, and I couldn't keep track of all the words you said.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing today?
Yeah, what topic are you here for?
Yeah, so I just wanted to start with
I wanted to start my
Hello.
All right, here's your big chance.
I just have a question. Why are you only coming from a one woman perspective? As someone who has a very high body count and who became religious further down the line,
Oh,
I just have a question. I'm not gonna talk
adios.
religion.
No,
I
no,
won't
no, no,
talk
no,
religion.
no.
I
That's
won't. I just have
that's
a question
gonna
why you're not
hold on.
saying for
That's
men
over.
as
That's over.
well.
That's over. That's over. Goodbye to religious fanatics instantly. Goodbye to the religiously indoctrinated instantly. Don't even bother. Don't even try. Don't even try Jehovah Witnessing here. Slam goes the door. Absolutely not. Never. Do you know why? Those people are not here to hear anything. I'm conducting a classroom. I'm the teacher standing in front of a class. They're knocking on my door wanting to take over my class so they can spread the word. In other words, get more minions for the cult. That's the richest organization in the world. Wanting more minions into the cult. That's the richest organization in the world. Absolutely not for 1 second. No. Hello.
And by the way, Chantal doesn't speak for women. She is, talking about this in terms of people who are people, not men or women, people who want to date logically and intelligently and maturely. That's what it's about. It's not about just women.
All right, 6 Lane, you want to try this again?
Yeah, my bad. Did I cut off like during my question?
Yeah, you teacupped.
What does that mean? What does teacup mean? My bad.
If you go away from the app, it shows a little teacup. We don't see or hear you. That's all.
Oh, my bad, my bad. Okay, no, so my main question was if like body count doesn't truly matter, then why is it such a big deal now in like society and like relationships? Like why is it such a big deal breaker
It's
for
not.
people?
It's not. So first of all, body count does not matter to the people. Notice I don't say all, right?
Right.
The people who practice logic and stick to facts, they don't ask somebody what their body count is because they know it doesn't answer the two questions that are important when you're picking a long-term partner, which is, are you the person I'm looking for, containing the qualities I'm looking for, and do you have an STD, some kind of disease I need to watch out for? So those are the two questions that people need to know before entering a long-term relationship, but they're not answered with a number. They're answered with testing from the doctor and observation before selection. So the people who practice logic and stick to facts will never ask that question because it's not how you understand the facts about the person. But illogical people, in other words, indoctrinated, religiously indoctrinated people, dysfunctional people, not taking responsibility for the emotions and triggers that they have with their imagination, those people will ask somebody what their body count is. Now, it's good for us to understand the difference and to look for the tells for the kind of people that we don't want to be with. If he wants to know how many people I did because he tells himself without taking the time to know me, that he can tell me who I am based on a number, I immediately get rid of that person because I didn't write delusional storyteller believing their stories without any evidence. That's mental illness for me. So it's not all the people society. You're blowing up with your language in a way that's not accurate. I wouldn't even say it's half the people that would ask what someone's body count is. So it's mostly the religiously indoctrinated. It's mostly the people that tell themselves stories, but it's never the people that choose logic and facts.
Okay, so like summed up, you're basically saying that it comes from, or this is just what I took from it. You're basically saying that it's from indoctrination, from like religious values and like traditional values that are upheld, and then also just insecurities of people.
So when you say the word values, it kind of gives it a positive spin, but you can't give a positive spin to control tactics, right?
Okay.
So religious indoctrination, right? Like I'm delusional enough to think I controlled you before I met you, which is why I'm asking what your body count is, because my mental illness is telling myself I made up rules for you to follow before you met me. He went away. Right? Are you beginning to see how it's a form of mental illness to believe body count matters? Hands up if you're seeing that. Okay.
My bad. I have my Wi-Fi like kind of goes out. But adding on to that, I did want to ask though. Um, I know from my research that I have done, and because I've taken college classes and done like studies on this exact topic. I wanted to bring up like what is your stance, or like what do you have to say about like the chances of like divorce rates going up by the more partners that you have? Because I have studies in front of me, but there's been multiple studies done, like
Have
non-religious
studies in front of
acts.
you, so you have
Name one study. Name one study. Peer-reviewed study.
yeah. Because otherwise,
Intellectualtakeout.org. I have a study done by Nicholas
Can
Wolf.
I jump in? Can I jump in?
Yeah, what's
I
up?
have seen we've seen the study that says that after a certain amount of bodies or past partners, the divorce is likely to go up, right?
Right.
The thing is that study doesn't, there's no causal link. There's correlation. There's no causal link. And they even say that it needs to be explored more. So it doesn't say anything. Like there's so many factors that can come into play. And it's not just because they had sex with a bunch of people before they met you. And maybe it just means that they have more reference point to make a decision and to say, oh, this is a mistake.
Yeah, I see
Oh,
where
I
you're
know
coming
that I
from.
can get better.
I see
There's
where you're
no,
coming
like,
from.
it doesn't, right. So it doesn't, that statistic, even if it's true, doesn't mean shit. It doesn't say that it doesn't mean that it's bad, or that somebody who has and like 10? At what age is 10 a high body count, dude? I'm
Oh no, it's
52. Are
not.
you
It's
going to tell
not.
me that 10 is a high body count for me?
Oh no, it's
So that
not. I'm
according,
just saying that from the study that I
no,
was
but this
reading
is,
right here.
no, stop.
Huh?
I'm talking. Don't interrupt me while I'm talking.
You
Okay?
got
That's
that.
not going to work well for you here.
I'm just trying to give
Okay?
my point to what you're
Stop
saying.
talking. I just told you to stop talking. I'm responding to what you brought up, and you said you agree, and I'm continuing because the idea that over 10 is, oh my God, now they're going to get divorced. She's not going to be able to commit, blah, 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 blah. It's bullshit. Like, there's no age that's mentioned there. So if you want to tell me that at age 52, if I want to get married, that because I had more than 10 partners before I met you, I'm going to be more likely to get divorced, that's so stupid. The study is ridiculous.
Okay, wait, is it okay if I go now?
Talking and I'm mic'd up, so that meant that I'm done.
Yeah, I just didn't know. But thank you. Thanks for the clarification. But what I'm going off of is like there's been like a lot of studies done, and I'm
No,
not saying
there hasn't.
10.
No, there
I'm not.
hasn't. That's bullshit. That's
There's
bullshit.
I've done. I
Lying
have like
language.
a.
I don't allow lying language. Okay.
Okay.
I do not allow lying language. If you can point to a empirical peer-reviewed study that says we've taken a look at all the causation. Not moving around. I don't know why you're rubbing your microphone against it. We've taken a look at everything, and we narrowed it down to women's consensual sexual history for the high divorce rate. If you can point to that, please bring us the title of the peer-reviewed study. But as of yet, there is no study that is able to pinpoint it's women having consensual sex that's causing all these divorces. Rest assured, that is you males attempting to evade your lack of accountability to the facts that women are saying. We're done with your laziness. We're done with you wanting to pay 50-50, but I do the childcare, I do the shopping, I do the cooking, I do the cleaning. He puts in a little bit of effort and wants a BJ. I'm sick and tired of it all. This culture is draining my time, my energy, my finances, my ability to build my empire. I go pay for an education, and then this culture wants me to stay home for 5 years, so my degree goes to rot. I've made no money, and he leaves me at 7 years, and I'm stuck up shit creek. I'm not going to put myself through that. How come you're not taking a look at that? Why don't you take a look at the fact that the high divorce rate is the cause of women kissing before they know who they are, not using a no kissing for 3 months dating rule, being told they have to fall for somebody before they know who they are. You know, the princess treatment, you know, the Cinderella Snow White. We're supposed to fall for fairy tales, not reality, not using no kissing for 3 months dating rule, because let me tell you this. When I came to the scene 10 years ago and I said, ladies, use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule, they said, that's insane. No male's going to stick around for this because you brainwashed women into bartering their bodies for the chance of a relationship. But if you use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule, you'll lose the chance to get into a relationship by using observation before selection. I want you to take a look at the divorce rate in 20 years from now, because I'm 10 years in business and I'm taking off like wildfire. So if you want to blame something for the divorce rate, blame selection before observation, which happened before I came along, and blame women waking up to your bullshit and getting tired of leaving now. Okay?
Yeah, thank you. I respect the grift. Hopefully you sell more bits to these
Look at this, ladies. Observation
miserable.
before selection is a grift. Do you understand how important it is to get rid of these losers who call it a grift when you said you didn't control, or they didn't control you before they met you? That's a grift as per this loser. It's a grift for you to use observation before selection to make sure he brings as much to the table as you do, says the loser. Do you see how important I am? Do you see how important it is for me to have these conversations so we can highlight the importance of not occupying their mouths with your kisses, ladies? No kissing, no sex, no sleepovers, no exclusivity, minimum 3 months is the corporate model of not giving benefits to people you should fire because they're not fit for the position, because they call you picking the right person, which is a man, not a loser like him. He calls it a grift. Okay, so he wants me to sell more books. So I'm going to do a book walkthrough now. So these are the books that I wrote on dating and relationships. You can get these paperbacks on Amazon. I've got ebook bundle deals, audiobooks as well. All the buttons you want are in the link in my bio. So in order, ladies, by the way, you might be listening to me thinking, you know what? I think I need to dump the dude I'm with. Ladies, please dump him. If you find yourself saying to your friends, he's such an asshole, he did it again. You made a mistake. Dump him, come back, tell me. I'll ring the freedom bell. Because I celebrate you when you liberate yourself from these losers. So you might be afraid of the pain, but I got you covered, my love. I wrote Come Back Queen to help you heal faster from the breakup or divorce. I'm going to block this loser, by the way, because that's what we do. We make them non-existent. We make them disappear. We squish them like ants, right, ladies? Squish. So squish the ant. Dump him, divorce him, get rid of him, use Come Back Queen, heal faster from the breakup or divorce. Use No More Assholes to never pick another mistake again. No more mistakes means no more suffering. No More Assholes is also in Spanish, also an audiobook, also a workbook with bonus material. When your relationship is brand new, use After the First Kiss, make it rock solid in the first year by avoiding self-sabotage and common mistakes. Now, if you're smart, you want a zero-fight relationship, which you will get with what I teach you. You pick the right man with No More Assholes. Now you're going to pick the right behaviors with Fix That Shit. Actually, being hella nice, he got blocked. Freddie, you got a high five. Oh, look at this. Listen, when they look at each other and do the little, I send them all away. All the way. Look at this. No man with half a brain. Look at this. Watch. Disappear. Squish the ant. Block. Delete. Cleanse. Remove. Squish. We get rid of losers, ladies. Don't forget. We don't let them stay and fester. We're not entertained by their stupidity. We just get rid of them. We put the garbage to the curb, remember? We don't let it stay in the house. So don't forget, in real life, you block, delete at the first sign of their dysfunction. I will lead the way. Have no fear. Now, you picked the right man, the one who loves you more than dysfunction for a long-term relationship. Time to pick the right behaviors, communication, conflict resolution. Get your fixed session book. Fixed session for women with the white cover, fixed session for men with the black cover. Speaking of the men who want to heal faster from a breakup and select the right long-term partner, get yourself the perfect play. Look at these little losers. No self-control. Send me any degree you want me to review for you on body count. Yes, no, yes, exactly, yes. Send this person any, this person right here, send them your links, copy paste your links. Go ahead. No, they want to review. They want to review the links from the Podcast Bros to go find the words the Podcast Bros say in those links, right? Send that person the links. Speaking of losers, there's a free book in the link in my bio. It's Fake Love Need Not Apply, How to Identify and Remove Posers, Losers, Scammers, and Predators. Dating 101 is for your teens. So let's reach back and not leave them in the dark. Now that we are learning to do better, we're going to teach the teens to do better as well. So Dating 101 is the sex ed book we should have read in high school. Let's make sure the teens get this in their hands. Say yes to goodness, 10 steps for a complete happy you. This is going to help you elevate your happiness in 10 key areas of your life that affect you mentally and emotionally. I do like how the incels are being more respectful to have some more time before getting booted, I've noticed. Custom made, this is career coaching. You're going to identify and monetize your purpose, passion, and talent just like Mama did. 2 writing exercises at the end of every chapter. Is love a decision and a feeling? You can't help who you love, but you can decide who you give your love to, because love is a verb and love is also understanding. The Glow Up Journal. This is a 60-day journey designed to increase your self-esteem with daily writing and doing, guided by me. So grab this if you need to increase your self-esteem at an expedited pace. We're going to biohack your body and brain structure. I love using science, you guys. These workbooks have bonus material. Don't forget, paperbacks on Amazon. So there's the Fixed Session for Women workbook. Can you manipulate someone into loving you? You should never do that. Fixed Session for Men workbook and the No More Assholes workbook. You should never do that, but I'm sure strippers around the world are doing that every single night. All right, lovelies, don't forget, use all the buttons in the link in my bio. Get your paperbacks, audio books, ebook bundle deals, free book, freebies for singles, freebies for couples. Which men do you make wait 3 months for a kiss? We don't make anybody do anything. We have boundaries and we have standards. And if you do not meet our preferences, you will not get a committed relationship from us. So it's not about you waiting. It's about us ensuring we pick the person we want. So you're making it about you. How egotistical. What question? I don't like complainers, by the way. I don't like big baby boys. What question are you talking about? People who complain.
It's probably the one that is saying some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. It's probably that question.
Oh, we don't care who doesn't want who. Listen, the guys who, oh, what's your body count? Because I need to know, because I don't want somebody with a high body count. We just block and delete them. We're like, ooh, that's I didn't write controlling, insecure, stuck in the past, PP obsessed, uncomfortable with women's genitalia, enjoying themselves, right? Like, ooh, that's disgusting. Like, oh, you're gonna be fun in bed, right? Like, you think you're gonna find buttons on a woman's body? You think her body's disgusting. You think her pleasure's disgusting. People like you are instant block and deletes because women know better than to pick a loser who finds her anatomy disgusting, probably because he likes the male anatomy better. Dude, your culture, your religion that said it's wrong to like boys, your culture and religion was wrong. It is okay to like boys. Leave us alone. For what, Jam? Never want to manipulate someone into loving me? No, you should never do that. Very big of you to think you could. Exactly. We're not here for these egotistical loser male shaming tactics. Body count definitely matters because I gotta shame you for having more than me. It's not going to work. Whenever you little losers try to use the word promiscuous, I go, no. You have to use proper terminology. Consensual sexual history. I don't allow your little shaming words. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
What topic are you here for?
Just what's your body count?
Ooh, you're having trouble. I'm sorry, my love. Are you having trouble
Yeah.
kidding? Are you a little bit too busy right now? Is your mouth, you know what I mean? Do you need to freshen up a bit or something? You know?
I wasn't going that way. I was just thinking he's just not smart enough to even have had something to say. That's all that could come out. That's all he had. That's all you had.
You know what?
Yeah.
I was. This is how weird I am that I think about everything ahead of time. I was thinking about Niagara Falls, and I was like, I hope Chantel remembers to bring her spray.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Have you guys heard the Crystal Harps, by the way? Have you heard them?
There's some creators on TikTok that play them.
Ah, yes. I am so into this sound. Hi, Aiden.
Hi.
Were you here before? Why are you so familiar?
I just joined right now.
What topic are you here for?
Well, I'm just trying to understand how come you think body count doesn't matter.
Okay, so it's not why I think, it's why I know, and I am a word nerd, so I'm very specific with the words that I use. So I know body count doesn't matter because I know who I did is not who I am. I apply that same knowledge to you. Who you did is not who you are. Who you did not do is not who you are. Who you are is who you are, period. And if I want to know who you are, I have to spend time around you, observing you, and I have to spend time with your friends, observing them, and I have to observe what you say and observe what you do and see if there's correlation, if there's mismatches because you're lying about yourself. So that's what I know. I know that people who practice logic and stick to facts don't ask for a number to find out if somebody has an STD. They ask for testing from a doctor. People who practice logic and stick to facts don't ask for a number to figure out who you are, because trust me, there's a lot of little schmoes running around with a low body count who cheat on their woman the moment they have an opportunity. So low body count certainly didn't keep them from being disloyal and dishonest and not trustworthy at all, certainly disrespecting her physical safety with his cheating. I'm sure you've met a couple dudes who had a low body count and still cheated on their girlfriends. So logical people who stick to facts don't make up an assumption, which is a belief without evidence. Logical people who stick to facts find out if somebody is honest and loyal and trustworthy by spending time with them, significant time, minimum 3 months, observing not only them, but their words, their action, their friends, their choices.
I mean, I understand that, but I'm just saying.
But
What?
yeah, but see, when you use the word but, you negate everything you say before. And what that said to me is, I mean, I heard you, but I'm tossing it out the window.
No, it's called a debate. It goes both ways.
No. Listen, I'm not listening to I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience. I am talking about this debate in a factual or scientific way only. So if you would like to put in your 2 cents on the debate, do you have a fact or a science, something outside of you to present?
I mean, I can answer that.
Aiden, I'm just jumping in to explain something to you, just in case you didn't understand Chantal's explanation, because she's already explained it a few times. We already know that there are people who think body count cares. That's why we are, that body count matters. That's why we're having the conversation. We already know why. We know all of the reasons, right? We already know. We're not interested in debating your opinion.
But it
We're
says
we're
debates
trying
in
to
open
find
forum.
Well, you're not the
based on
topic.
facts and science, she has said.
You
No,
don't
Facts
even
and
let me
science,
talk.
not your opinions.
no.
Listen, this isn't debate talk, and you're not going to get to have the conversation you want to have if you just want to talk about your feelings. If you want to talk about your feelings, go have your own life. Here, we're having an intellectual, logical conversation about this based on science and facts, not on your opinions. It's that simple. If you don't like it, go do it somewhere else.
So Alex is a male creator. He's in UK. He has a British accent. If you want to start a sentence about this subject with I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience, Alex hosts that conversation. I don't invite your thoughts and feelings on this subject because I'm not here to listen to your ego, your dysfunction, your indoctrination, wherever it's stemming from. Why you think body count matters. It's none of my business unless you're paying me for a coaching session to help you dissect and understand and fix it. But I'm not here to listen to your dysfunction that you're not taking accountability for, which is why I don't invite you to center yourself on this topic. Your name is not up here. It's the topic only in a factual or scientific way without you making it about you, because I'm not here to listen to you talk about you. But if you wanted somebody to listen to you talk about you, go see Alex. He will have that conversation with you.
To talk now, or am I going to cut
So
off?
the debate topic in a factual or scientific way only. Do you have a fact or a science to present? I have 3 facts for why body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. If you don't have any facts or science, you can listen to my facts.
Okay, well, I have a question and I want you to answer it with a fact. Is that okay?
Sure.
Does the amount of miles matter on a car?
Oh my
So you're
God.
an objectophile. So I want to point out that the toxicity is very deep in this person because he looks at objects and sexualizes them because people said no, to the extent that he now turns to things and does it with things because things don't say no. The objectophiles will let you know what things they like to hump. So apparently this guy likes to hump vehicles. I don't know if it's the tailpipe. I don't know if it's the cushions, but I get rid of objectophiles because I'm not interested in talking to people with that kink. I didn't invite people to come here and talk about their kink. So I just got rid of him.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
What that just made me
Stupid.
think of? My car doesn't even have a key. I just have I have a fob and I have like a button on the inside of the car. It doesn't even key. I don't even need a key to get into my car.
If you have a fact or science to present, please do so. But otherwise, don't complain about the little emotional boys who just want to talk about their fifis. Us females are done listening to your fifis. You got to go talk about your fifis to a professional. We don't do it for free anymore, okay? Ghost, I'm not here to listen to complain. If you complain again, I'll block and delete you because what we don't want is baby boys who cry about the situation they create for themselves. You put yourself here and you're complaining about what you're witnessing, but you're staying and complaining because you're a big baby boy waiting for a woman to wipe you down and clean the poo out of your diaper and put a fresh diaper on you. It's not what's going to happen here. We get rid of baby boys. If I see you complain again, I'll block and delete you for being a baby boy. We want men around us, not baby boys whining and complaining about what they've done to themselves. I love you back.
We're talking, because this is a form of abuse, right? If we were talking about straight up physical violence, right? Domestic abuse, and some guy wanted to come up and tell us about why it's a good idea to do it, do you think that we need to sit here and listen to that shit? We don't. And that's why we don't need to listen to your bullshit about why body count matters.
Absolutely not.
Also, none of you bring anything intelligent or original. Like, we've heard it all a million times.
I'm getting rid of this objectophile. These people with their kinks, they're just bizarre. Immediate no. Yeah, open forum. Bring me logic. Bring me facts. Listen, I'm open forum for your fifis. No, because I don't see you wanting to fix anything. I see you wanting somebody to listen to me complain. Absolutely not. No, you don't get any of our time or attention for your dysfunction. We don't platform your dysfunction, your lack of accountability. Absolutely not. Pair bonding. Look at this guy. Devin has to prove he's not a liar. We're watching Devin now. Title of the peer-reviewed study, Devin. Not a word otherwise. Website is on, page number, paragraph number, Devin. You say one word, that's not the 4 pieces of information. I instantly block and delete you for lies, fear-mongering, and disinformation, Devin. Let's go. Provide us the 4 pieces of information to prove you didn't just lie with the peer bonding. Diane?
This ghost guy says, it's only logic that you agree or want to hear about. Oh my God, God forbid we want logic. Are you kidding me? Are you that stupid that you think logic is wrong? That is insane. Oh no, you just want logic. Oh,
I just
goodness.
Hello? Hello?
I squished the ant because women don't have time. Women don't have time for emotional males who don't like logic. We're done with those emotional males. We're done with the males who want to be in their fifis but want to shame women for owning logic. No, we're finished with them. We block and delete them on site. Hello, KS1. What topic are you here for? I want to point out how 100 a day shows really right in your face how 100% of the males who say body count matters are liars, making up stories, believing their own delusions. It's really funny how they do that. And then they think you want to pick them, these delusional, mentally ill males who make up stories in their head and give themselves emotions. No, we don't pick them.
I heard you.
What
I
topic?
heard you say before that what you've done in the past doesn't make you what you are now because you have to spend time or experience the person, correct?
No. I didn't say that. I didn't say anything about the past. I said, if you
Who
want
you
to get
did.
the facts, what I said. Listen, there's a bunch of background noise. What's going on? Is there a reason why?
Go.
Right. So I never said anything about the past. I've always said that the way you find somebody is by spending time with them, observing their behaviors for minimum 3 months to find out who they are. I say who you did is not who you are. I say to find out who you are, we need to spend minimum 3 months observing your behaviors to find out who you are. Notice how none of that made any reference to the past whatsoever. But are you saying, this is my question to you, now that I've corrected that was a misconception here, now that I've corrected that, are you saying what somebody did in the past they are still doing? Is that your belief, KS1? Yes. Is that your
I was just looking for clarification because you said who you did is not who you are.
right? Who you did is not
Okay.
who you
Or
are.
what
I
you
want to
or
find out
what you did
if
or
I
what you've
if
done is
I
not who you
if
are.
I want to find out who you are, I need to spend time with you observing your behaviors because who you did is not who you are. My question to you is, do you think what somebody did in the past they're still doing in the present? Yes or no? Can you answer that? Yes or no? A bop is a B-O-P, boring, oppressive, PP, obsessed. You can tell who the bops are because they repeat the same thing over and over again. KS1. Is that your belief that what somebody did in the past they're still doing? Yes or no? You have to unmute your microphone.
Invitation to unmute. He must have gotten muted.
Who muted the guy I was chatting with in the chat? Don't do that. If I'm chatting with somebody, don't mute them, please. I don't care if they're being disrespectful. I was having a good little banter with them. I think I almost got him to bark, to be honest.
Robert said statistics, so everybody watch Robert. He now has to provide 4 pieces of information to prove there is a statistic. Otherwise, he gets deleted for lies, fear-mongering, and attempting to spread disinformation. So Robert has to now post the title of the peer-reviewed study. Website is on, page number, paragraph number. And if they say one word otherwise, we instantly block and delete them for disinformation and lies and fear-mongering. Okay, KS1, looks like he went away.
Invitation to unmute. You should be able to unmute.
Ooh, look at this, Bonnie Blue. So what did Bonnie Blue do? So Bonnie Blue is proving every single day with this guy's mouth right here. Every single time one of these guys comes and says her name. By the way, you now have to provide how many days ago she pulled her marketing stunt. And if you say anything else, I'll delete you for the sin of boring me. So what Bonnie Blue did is she pulled a marketing stunt, knowing stupid little boys would market her for free. How many days later? She pulled a marketing stunt. She put out an APB, said, hey boys, I'm going to use 1,000 of you, and over 1,000 showed up, by the way. And she made $1 million by using them, paid them $0 whatsoever, has been making another $1 million ever since because your mouth keeps advertising her for free. Okay, KS1, what is the answer to my question?
Okay, okay, it looks like, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened, but yeah, I was saying it doesn't really matter to me what people have done or do. I was just looking for clarification because now my question for you is, does that apply to everything in life?
I asked you a question. You want to ask me another one without answering my question, which is...
I did answer your question. I said it doesn't matter to me what people have done or did. It doesn't matter.
Is the question, do you have the belief that what people did in the past, they're still doing? Yes or no?
No, it doesn't matter to me.
No, there you go. Okay, what's your question?
Now that's why I need a clarification because now my question for you is, does that apply to life, period? Everything in life?
Which part?
What we got clarification
Sensual
on.
Sexual activity, my
Yes.
guy. If you're talking
I
about,
understand.
hang on.
I
Let me,
can I explain myself?
no. If you're about to try to make a correlation between this and something that is not even comparable, please do not. Now you can proceed.
I didn't even get to make my point and I'm getting yelled at. Why am
I'm
I
not
getting
yelling at you. I can
yelled
though
at
if you
me
want.
and you cut me off and you muted me before I even said
Whining
it.
and go on. Please just move beyond it, okay? Just stop the whining. There's no space
Wow,
for that
you guys
here.
are
So just
bitter.
keep
Oh
going.
my
Okay.
God.
Oh, so you're gonna keep
You
whining,
guys are
keep complaining, blah blah blah.
Did somebody say they were a key? Was there a key in the chat? Did I see somebody calling themselves a
Was
micropene?
there was, yes.
Oh, somebody came to let us know he's so tiny. Look how little he is. He got no length. He got no girth. He came to tell us he got a micropene. You're so proud of that. What else did he tell us? He's low value, right, ladies? What does it take to replace one of these? $2 no more. He's so low value. He really wants to tell you how low value he is. You know what else he wants to let you know? That he's garbage. Garbage without a woman, ladies. Garbage without a woman. Because when you find a key in that drawer, in that garage, you tried and all the locks, it didn't open anything. What'd you do with that key, ladies? You threw it out. Because it's garbage without a lock. Why are they so proud?
The boosted juice said shaming bodies isn't okay. You realize she's responding to somebody who is comparing women's vaginas to locks and penises to keys? Are you kidding me? And we're body shaming? Get out of here.
They're so weak. Are you noticing, by the way, Diane, how weak these males are all of a sudden? Weren't they protectors a year ago? And now they're victims, right? Because when they host their little panels or little live streams, because I'm a sociologist, I'm doing my homework, right? And I see them having their little live streams, the bear, the man, and they're like saying, listen, ladies, I know you're SA'd at a rate of 1 to 4. I know that, but you know, males are more likely to suffer violence from other males. Because he's not counting SA as violence, right?
Look at this one says. Well, this one says, what is there to protect if they love to give it up to everybody? Oh, so only women who are virgins are worth protecting? Is that what you're saying? You are a weak male, Grant. You're so fucking weak.
So,
Everything, and go find you a man to build you a pretty little house so you can go and play house with him, okay?
yeah. Do you guys want me to take anybody out for fun? Any keys we need to remove from the chat? Because why would it keep somebody so low value around?
Take Colin out. He's volunteering himself.
Awesome.
Colin, it's like 7 p.m., dude. The workday is like done.
I don't think who else? Who else are we putting to the curb to get picked up by the truck, taken away without a second thought?
Ando, who just said shut up in the comments. How about him?
Ando, you first, my boy.
Block, delete, squish the ant. Do you see them disappear? We squish ants here, ladies. That's what you do at the first sign of their dysfunction. You squish the ant.
Grant Weaver, too. I can't stand him.
Grant Weaver, absolutely dread. Block, delete, cleanse, remove, squish the ant, garbage to the curb. We don't keep garbage. We get rid of garbage. We don't have to talk to dysfunction. We remove dysfunction. We don't have to teach these males who don't want to learn how to take responsibility for their own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. We remove them from our environment because our time, our energy, our focus is on our goals, our mental health, our emotional well-being, our greatness, our work ethic, our ambitions, financial responsibility, the empire you build, the community you create, the love you receive from the people who see you, and how amazing you are. But these dysfunctional males are blocked, deleted, cleansed, removed from your environment. We make them non-existent. Watch this. Everybody go up to Noah. For the block, delete, cleanse, remove, here we go. Non-existent. Squish the ant. Non-existent for you. You don't think about them a second time. They're done, finished. We don't think about these males we remove. We carry on with happiness.
Chantal, Nathan says, I haven't heard a good rebuttal to my key analogy. All I heard was deflection.
Oh, everybody go see Nathan for the block, delete, cleanse, remove. We don't keep garbage around. Block, delete, cleanse, remove. There's nothing to say to garbage. When garbage has identified itself, you deal with it appropriately by removing it. Block, delete, cleanse, remove, ladies. That's your superpower. You control the environment. You being in control of your environment and your mental health and your goals and ambitions is the last thing they want from you. Because if you control yourself and your environment, they don't control you. These losers are trying to tell you they control you before they met you. What's your body count? If you answer that question, you're letting him know you are willing to be abused because you're willing to be controlled, because you're willing to show up for a parent-child dynamic. You're willing to let him know he gave you value. You don't have inherent value. It's defined for you by the guy who examines your vajayjay the way somebody looks a horse in the mouth to see if it's going to die soon. You're just a thing to them. So if somebody asks you what your body count is over text, instant block and delete. If somebody asks what your body count is on the phone, hang up, block, delete, not a single word. You're on a FaceTime, he asks you what your body count is, hang up, block, delete, not a single word. You're on a date, he asks you what your body count is, you have some nurse to go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom. Take your purse, walk out, get in your car, drive away, block, delete. Because the only thing that comes after that question is disrespect. Look at this guy. He says avoid herpes because he's got armpit chlamydia because nobody taught him how to ask for STD testing. He's a super spreader because he asked for a number, tells himself a delusional story, believes what he tells himself without evidence, not testing from the doctor. No, thank you. I'm going to catch whatever he or she has and go spread it around because they don't ask for testing when they're asking you for a number. So if you're saying body count matters because of STDs, best bet this guy's got chlamydia in the armpit or behind the knee, somewhere weird like that because guys look at the joy. Princess.
So I'm gonna let you speak. I'm just gonna say I like the 10 a.m. crowd better. They're somewhat more intelligent.
Hi, Princess. What topic are you here for?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, what topic are you here for? Bye, Mike.
So I love, 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 love your lives. And I just wanted to say the body count thing to me is so funny because it's such a control thing because they were talking about that woman, that blue woman, and I was putting in the post. Did you hear about Red Auntie?
No, what's that?
So Red Auntie is happened in China. It's a big story where a 38-year-old man, a Chinese man who looks like a man, put on a wig and he looked like a man, the body of a man, and 1,600 men came to his room.
Yeah.
And he videotaped it. So men did not care. They saw that he was a man. Most of them knew that he was a man. So this body count thing, I really feel that this stems from men cannot understand that women are fine with being alone. So the old you're not attractive. I saw a video a couple of days ago of a man saying that women now are so full of themselves. A fat woman with 3 baby daddies thinks she's too good for me, and it's like, but she is. And I think this is where all of this body count and all of these things come from, because men cannot, they literally cannot understand that women are fine being alone. Everybody would like a relationship. They want to be loved. They want to love someone and be loved. That's a normal thing. But women are now saying, for the first time in history, we have our own money. We have our own houses. We have education and careers. So, we need more. And if a man's not going to step up and bring more, we're like, okay, we'll Golden Girls it. We're fine doing our girls' trips and being alone. And I just don't think that men can't wrap their around that, because they're still with the, you're going to be a cat lady, or when men throw out, you're not attractive, or you're all used up, and women go, okay. And it's like, no, that's not the reaction. You're supposed to be afraid, and you're supposed to, cow down, and the only thing in your life is to have a relationship with the man. And women are like, yeah, no, I'm good. I mean, we have a 4B movement. You don't have that for men. So
About
that's
them
where I think
not
this whole body count thing came from.
I don't know if it's about them not, I'm sure there are some that truly don't understand that we might want to be alone. I think it's more that they don't understand that we don't want them, and they don't understand that we have autonomy and that we are full people, and that we don't need to listen to them, and that we don't need to do what they want us to do. Like, that's the piece that most of them aren't getting. They don't get that they don't get to control us.
I don't think, when they say, oh, you're going to die alone, oh, you're too ugly. I don't think they're saying that to be insulting. I really do think that they say that from a place of fear. They're fear mongering. They're trying to brainwash us into fearing loneliness, fearing non-selection. It's a projection of their fear of loneliness, their fear of non-projection. So it's like a ghost story, basically. It's like a superstition that they're hoping if they say it often enough, we're going to start believing it. But we're too smart to listen to what they say anymore. And that's why they're trying to amp up the volume, because we're slipping out of their grasp. We're not falling for their bullshit and disinformation.
Magic trick. Once you see how the trick is done, you can't fall for it. And it's like, if you think about watching like movies and things from like the 60s and 70s, and men were like, I'm in the rat race, I'm in the grind, and working is so hard. And now women have been working big careers and big jobs for 40 years and are like, I can have that job and I can go home and have a life and do all of these things. And then it's like men with college now not going to college because so many more women are doing it, and now it's not important, or being a homeowner. So I think it's, once your eyes are open to the trick, you can't go back. And that's why I think there's this escalation of like the incel movement. That's so funny. I'm involuntarily celibate. It's like, if you were a nice guy, or I hate the term nice guy. If you were a good person, because I'm not a nice person, I'm a good person. If you were a good person and a truly kind person, you would have a relationship. So I think that's interesting. I watch your lives all the time and I love them. And I love when men come on and are like, but you girls are sluts. And I'm like, right, sluts who won't sleep with you. You know, I mean,
It's the
literally
guys,
just go
right?
Google it's the men, it's the
guys,
children, it's
the
the
guys.
guys, it's the guys. Literally look on TikTok and Google Red Auntie. You will die. 1,600 men went to this other man's house. I love that book. I bought it for two of my girlfriends. It's amazing. I tell people follow the 6-month rule. You can't trust these guys.
3 months is a minimum. Just the minimum based on science. Go as long as you need to.
Well, that's all I wanted to say. I think that you're amazing and you do amazing work, and I watch your lives all the time. And thank you so much.
Thank you, my love. I appreciate you.
I think it's Red Uncle, actually. Is it possible? Because I just Googled it because I had not heard about this. Is it Red Uncle?
I don't know.
It's Red Auntie. It's Red Auntie.
Okay, that's weird
So
because when
just
I
Google.
Googled it, it came up Red Uncle.
He has another name, Uncle something, but if you do Red Auntie, there's a million videos on it on TikTok. Your mind is going to be blown. 1,600 men, and he had secret cameras all in his house, and the men came because he said, just bring me a gift, and one guy brought him a half a bottle of cooking oil, and people would bring him eggs, and then they would go there and realize it was a man and stayed. 1,600 men. And the guy made $1 million because he put the videos on the dark web. So, trust me. Good times. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome, my love. I saw somebody mention the T app. Ladies, listen, what they're telling you with their behaviors is you need to take it public. You created an app. There was an app created where you could privately help each other avoid abusive people. Apparently, they want abusive people to be publicized instead of you privately communicating. So make sure that if any male disrespects you, leaves you a disrespectful voicemail, text message, he's banging on your door, you got that on ring cam, he's calling you names, you put that online because they don't want you to keep it private and warn each other privately. They want you to make it public. So make sure you put it all public.
Faces.
Show their faces, show their names.
There's a guy doing it on Instagram under the name Big Ol' Texan.
Share it. Make it public.
I was thinking if we do a new app where it is public, I'm gonna name it Chisme. We're gonna name it the Chisme app.
It matters because guys will be jealous that you've had more opportunities than them. Exactly. They're insecure. You got to get rid of the insecure ones. I'm insecure that you've had more opportunities than me. I'm insecure that you've done more than me. I'm insecure that you've rejected more than I've been accepted. I'm insecure about that. You didn't write insecure on what you're looking for in a partner, so you got to get rid of the insecure guy. Otherwise, it's going to be problematic. 20 plus bodies, young age, doesn't matter, right? So look at Juliana. What do we call Juliana? We call them shallow because Juliana alluded to genitalia only when referring to a human being, but Juliana didn't allude to anything above the belly button because Juliana only considers people in relation to their genitalia but doesn't see people as having personality because Juliana is shallow. The thinking is only below the belly button when they're talking about other people and how to consider them.
Because you asked a stupid question, Juliana.
I'm pointing out what you said. If you consider that roasting, that's a feeling you're having. That's not my responsibility.
Funny thing is, Juliana is the name of the girl I left at Tim Hortons when she asked me what's my body count.
Most? What topic are you here for?
So,
Okay, I'm only discussing this in a factual or scientific way only. This is a facts over feelings debate. Are you able to show up for a facts over feelings debate?
yeah, sure.
Okay, so a factual way would be like this. Would you agree this is a toothbrush?
Yes.
So a fact is something outside of you and I, readily agreed upon on site because it is so obvious. If you wanted to bring science, I need to know where you read the science you want to present. So I need 4 pieces of information. Title of the peer-reviewed study, website is on, page number, paragraph number. I'll go find the words you read before you say them out loud to ensure there's no amplification of lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation. Is that fair?
Okay, that sounds fair.
Okay, what did you want to bring?
So I guess the first part. So your position is that body count doesn't matter at all. Would that be an accurate?
Body count, my position is body count does not matter to the people. Notice I don't say all people. Body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. And I have 3 facts for why body count doesn't matter to those people. Would you like to hear my 3 facts?
Sure.
Okay. Number 1, if a woman wanted a long-term relationship, she wanted somebody with all of these qualities, no less. Would she need to observe someone over time to see if they are this person? Yes or no?
I would suppose so, yeah.
Number 2, if a man was looking for a long-term relationship, he wanted somebody with all these qualities, no less. Would he need to observe someone over time to see if they are in fact this person? Yes or no?
I would suppose so, yes.
Is that a yes? Sorry, it's just a lot of words and then yes.
I would suppose so, yes.
I would suppose so. I would suppose so. What does suppose mean? Does that mean you're unsure?
Well, no. I was just waiting to hear your third point, right? I'm just listening as you build your
are
argument.
those like yes, like yes?
Yes.
Like yes.
Sorry, that's just how I speak.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I grew up in the
It's
South.
just I heard a lot. Like I'm a word nerd, so like I pick up on words. So number 3, if somebody wants to know if the other person has an STD or STI, do they need to ask the person to go to the doctor, get tested, get the test results, and show the test results? Yes or no?
Yeah, I would suppose so, yes.
So those are the 3 facts. Let's just kind of paint the picture a little bit more. Is it possible somebody could sleep with one person one time, catch an STD, STI?
I suppose so, yes. If that person was someone who, either their parents passed on that STD to them and they didn't know about it, or maybe they were lying. The person that they were having intercourse with was lying that they had intercourse with someone else, right? That would be a possibility, I suppose.
Yes. So if we asked somebody what their body count was and they said 1, do we have the facts about whether or not they have an STD or STI?
No, we don't, unless there's verification, right?
Exactly. Is it possible somebody could have a low body count or a 0 body count, not have all of these qualities, not be this person in particular?
Yeah, sure, of course.
So if we ask somebody their body count and they give us a number, we still don't know who they are until we spend time observing their behavior, right?
Mm-hmm.
So logical people who stick to facts don't ask for a number, they ask for testing. They do observation before commitment.
I guess it's a really interesting thing to say. The way I look at relation, I shouldn't say I like. Wouldn't you agree that when people engage in relationships, generally speaking, there's a social part of it where we have expectations about, what both sides are. For example, like if you have no body count,
Let
right,
me,
you've never had
let me
intercourse
answer
with-
your question. I don't
Yeah.
need your example. An expectation is a story you tell yourself that disappoints you if it doesn't come true. I don't teach people to create expectations. In other words, story tell and then disappoint themselves because they told themselves a story. I teach people to do observation before selection, whether it's a romantic partner or a platonic friend, because your inner circle should be very carefully curated. Use the word relationship. It's not a relationship until we have assessed you to see if you deserve the title relationship. It's not a romantic relationship without observation first to make sure you're a good fit. It's not a friendship relationship without observation first to make sure you're a good fit. So us smart, intelligent people don't start a relationship without finding out who you are first. So we're not going to tell ourselves a story because we started a relationship without knowing who you are, only to disappoint ourselves because we told ourselves you were going to be respectful, and we started a relationship without first finding out if you were respectful.
Okay, I understand that point. But do you think it's wrong for people who say their value is they want someone,
Yes.
who
Yes.
it's
I
wrong
think
for them?
it's wrong to tell yourself, I'm going to make up a rule for someone to follow before they met me, and I'm going to ask them if they followed my rule. I think that's very wrong, because I think that's you telling yourself you control someone before you met them, and you just want to find out if they followed your rules. You can do whatever you want. When you turn that into a rule for other people to do, that now turns you into a dysfunctional, egotistical person.
So let's
Wrong
say,
to make up. It's also wrong to make assumptions about people and make up stories about people based on a number.
no one's making up stories here, or I'm not making up stories. I'm not.
That's what an expectation is. And you started this little chit chat that we're having right here about expectations, saying when you get into a relationship, shouldn't you have expectations? My answer is no. You should never tell yourself a story without any evidence, giving yourself beliefs without any evidence. You should be holding people at arm's length first to find out who they are before bringing them into your inner circle, instead of bringing them in, telling yourself any kind of a story about them, and then being disappointed when you find out the truth about them. We find out the truth and deal with people appropriately. If I find out the truth that you're disrespectful, you're dishonest, you never enter my inner circle. So I haven't disappointed myself by bringing a liar into my inner circle, because I told myself I expect him to tell me the truth.
Mhm. Okay. So if someone evaluates their life based on religion, for example,
No, religion, we don't do that. That's dysfunction and mental illness, and I don't touch that with a 10-foot pole. If you want to bring religion to the topic, the conversation is finished.
So do you believe people who have
Religion is not facts and science. It's
You
your
can
opinion.
believe you can believe whatever you want, but when you turn it into a system of control and call it religion, I don't fall for that bullshit. Conversation over.
seriously?
Very seriously. Is that where you want to go? Because we're finished if that's it.
I guess so.
Okay, goodbye. By the way, he was already muted in the chat. I wonder why. Joe, are you new, my love? I see Joe. We got some new people in here. Where are my newbies today? Where are my newbies today? Say holla. Holla. I see Joe. Close one, Dreadson. Oh, preaching. Yeah, I'm not here to listen to people preaching their cults. Absolutely not. They love bringing up religion as though it's supposed to do something. Go on, Diane.
Yeah, it wasn't a debate because he didn't have any facts or science. So there was no debate. That's not our fault.
No. Sky Daddy? You want to bring Sky Daddy? You think that's going to have some kind of an impact with a logical, factual person? Please sit down and shut up. Over here. Hi, Joe. Okay. Hi, my love. Why would I don't listen to bullshit. I don't listen to ego. I don't listen to indoctrination. Absolutely not. No. Listen, these people can go take some responsibility for their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, but I don't deal with them, because I don't teach women to deal with them. I teach women to dismiss them, remove them, block them, delete them, squish them like the ants they are. Oh no, another little fanatic, squish. Another no accountability incel, squish. Another dysfunctional angry male, squish. Another no accountability male, squish. We squish them like ants, and then we don't think about them. Did we name the ant we squished? No, we didn't. We just squished it, got on with our day. I didn't listen to him because he wasn't worth us women listening to, because he wasn't bringing anything of value like facts and reality. Okay? Women aren't wasting their time anymore. No more wasted time. No more blowing of hot air from dysfunctional males. My hair is dry enough. Thank you very much. The fact that you had to tell a male you're self-cleaning, block, delete, cleanse, remove the losers who have no understanding of human anatomy. I'm not talking to you. You're dismissed. This is a university classroom. You need grade 5 biology. Bye-bye, little boy. You're in grade 5. I talk to adults.
The sperm doesn't stay in us. All we have to do is blow our noses, right? And after like you blow your nose 5 times, it's all gone. It's what we do when we go to the bathroom after we have sex. We go hide and we blow our nose and we get rid of all the DNA. Right, Ripple?
Stop telling all of our secrets, Diana.
Wait, I don't know what your question is, my love. I love being single, no drama, Liz. I am the dating coach that encourages you to stay single. I really am.
Stop. That is so funny, though.
I
The
thought,
100 tampons.
listen, you never know how long they'll get stuck up there for, though, eh?
That is true. That is true because, hey, we saw it. What was it? Like almost a year they were stuck up there?
A year. Oh no, princess, you got muted.
Do stop gunshot wounds, I'll say that.
Who muted Princess? Don't mute Princess. Can we unmute Princess?
Princess,
I
no.
have
It's 5
I
seconds.
have no recollection of the event in question.
It's 5 seconds. She'll be back.
Maybe it was an accident.
Princess, it was your turn. It was your turn to get the accidentals.
Oh, was that your subtle way of telling me to go fuck myself? I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm kidding.
It's like those videos. Ripple is like, Chantal told me she doesn't want me to mod for her ever again, and she doesn't want to be my friend. I didn't say that. Well,
I don't see your question, my love. You're not muted. It's oops, Tigress. Did I send you an invite? Sorry. Usually your question is not coming through. Maybe type a couple words per send, type a word or two per send, like filter it through a couple words at a time, see what's getting blocked. See what's
Inside a joke from our Matilda experience.
okay. You're Matilda-ing. I should do a little show and tell, you guys.
Just said I needed a coffee. I got something a little better.
you drink. Those are so bad for you, Dread.
It is, but it puts me in a better mood.
So when I was in my 20s, I went to go work in Macau for 6 months. 2 months, I mean. And I would go shopping and I would get carvings and pieces of jewelry. So I'm going to show you guys some. Not a rocket science question. What's the question? What's the question? Oh, hello, little Guinevere. So here's a jade carving. Jade lion for good luck. This is a dragon. It's so cool. Of course, carved on the 2 sides. Carved on both sides. Everything's dragons. So cool. Here's another one.
Beautiful.
They really are.
I have a soapstone dolphin that somebody made for me in prison.
In prison?
Yes.
Dragons and mushrooms and angels. These really gorgeous jade pendants carved out in the middle with I think it's probably 24 karat gold in the middle.
Asking, what if I want to wait until marriage?
Why would you be that stupid?
The user prison numbers. Send me $10,000 to an email address that I will DM you later on, and you will not see it again until you're married.
User, why would you be that stupid? Why would you be so stupid that you would let anything convince you that the person you should marry is the person you don't have all of the information on? That you should get married with a lack of data instead of getting married with the full data? Why would you do that? Why would you? Oh, wait a second. It's not about you not knowing everything. It's about them not knowing everything. It's not about you waiting till marriage. It's about you ensuring that a woman doesn't have all of the data about you before marriage. Oh, I get it now. It's a way for you to kind of bypass rejection for facts. You can't divorce me and once you find out how terrible I am to you. You can't do that because we're married. I'm your husband. Weird.
Pseudonym said, my BFF and I are reading your book together.
I love that. And tell me more.
Fine, yeah, I want to know.
Book club. Love the book clubbing.
Show me, Rachel. Was that a bowl? It looked like a jade bowl.
Which one?
The smoking pipe.
Sorry, in between the jewelry, I just want to say, hater, don't be rude, okay? We can't make sense of your comments. So for you to say to raconteuse, okay, pay attention. This is your last warning, okay? You don't make sense with your comments. She's asking you to be more clear, and you're telling her to pay attention. So be clear with what you're saying, and we can understand what you're saying.
Joe says never heard this. And no, it's okay. Joe, which perspective is that? I'm curious. I'm curious which one is new to you. Goomba.
Hello.
Hi, what topic are you here for?
Thank you. I just want to say that I'm just like, I love the fact that you are talking about this. I spend so much time talking to my 3 daughters about this because I believe in equity where it comes to sexual health and experience, and I don't want my daughters to feel like they can't celebrate and experiment with their own sexuality. I love this because it's the most empowering thing that I can see, that I can, when I have a point where I talk to my daughters about their, sexual health, sorry, I should use more appropriate language. But when I talk to them about it, there's nowhere out there really where you can say it's celebrated that you have a choice and you have a well-being and you have something that isn't to be ashamed of. So I want to first of all say thank you. And then I want to also really address the people in the comments, if I may, that actually, it's because people equate longevity with a relationship to a healthy sexual relationship. And I would like to say, as someone that's been in a relationship for 25 years, that I'm not going to give too much away, but neither of those things actually matter in any equal quantity. All that matters is your mental health, and your sexual health is part of that, but it's still nobody's business. I don't know if I made sense, but I tried to as best I could.
You did, my love. Yes. So how old are your daughters?
They are mid-20s and late teens.
Okay. Did you know that I wrote Dating 101 for your late teen?
Yeah, I've got that. We have someone in the UK called Donna Ashworth, and she does like not an equivalent thing to you, but she does something with poetry. And I tell you what, she just stirs coffee. She's amazing. But I love your stuff. It's amazing. But thank you,
You're
thank
welcome.
you, because I do appreciate the because I think that the stuff that we have to give to our daughters, especially, I hate talking about it because it makes me feel sometimes really uncomfortable. The fact that we have to give our daughters not only safety advice, we have to give them, advice on being the authentic person as they are. It's such a minefield for women and girls, but I do think that your advice is really worthy, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful because I've taken loads of tips, and thank you for letting me up.
You're welcome, my love. I'm happy to hear it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hello.
What topic are you here for?
Hi, Gentle. I what's it called? Had a date last weekend, and so everything went well. You know, I led most of the date. Got her number, went straight to the date. Setting up the date. I mean, you know, I took her out to dinner, went out to the park. First two acts were nice, and then the third one was kind of where I feel like I messed up.
Uh-oh.
Cause so we went back to her place, and we did the Netflix and chill.
Okay.
And well, I don't know, I feel like doing the deed on the first day is not ideal.
Because
Well, I just think that that was the right thing to do, but I wasn't sure.
yeah.
And I feel like she might have wanted to. And I wanted to, but
Yes, you did. You have a 24/7 fertility center. Oh.
but I wasn't sure what to go for the first date.
Right.
And I feel like all I'm asking now is if you think I'm cooked.
I don't know, my love. I if you're not going to date intentionally, it's a lotto ticket methodology, right? So when you go buy a ticket at the gas station, you tell yourself, this $5, if I lose it, it's worth losing for the gamble, for the chance of winning, right? So would you call yourself cooked for buying that $5 ticket? Would you call that cooked if you lost?
No, not really.
So it's along the same lines, right? You're just taking a gamble and you're hoping it works out. But if you wanted to be more intentional and not gamble and increase your odds of it actually working out instead of keep buying $5 tickets with a 1 in 7 million chance of winning the lotto,
Yeah.
if you wanted to be more purposeful and intentional and make it happen in a shorter amount of time because you're putting focus into it instead of buying a lotto ticket and hoping the willy-nilly numbers are going to line up, then you can get my dating book for men and you can date and you can let her know, I really want to pick the right person. I don't want to sleep with you to try to get to know you. I want to get to know you because I've already had my fun time of just having casual sex just for fun, for the experience. But I'm not about casual sex anymore. Now I'm about picking a long-term partner, and I'm not leading with sex. I'm leading with intellect and intention.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's up to you. If you wanted to do the intellect and intention, then you can get your dating book.
All right. Sounds good.
If this is really
All right.
recent, Chantal, I don't want to misspeak, but I think that you can, if you want to keep dating her, you can also pull back from the physicality. You can revisit and say, no, can he not do that, Chantal?
It's
Because it's not like they've been sleeping together for 6
No,
months, right? They just slept together one time and had a couple of dates.
yeah. Yeah, you can. You can. Diane, it's just, I'm not shaking my head at the idea of it. It's a good idea. It's just the notion that a male like this is going to do that. I can't see him doing that. I can see him maybe getting sick and tired of getting laid so easily, but I don't see him doing that either. So as long as, he feels he's going to get a yes, he's going to go for the yes because he's got a 24/7 fertility cycle and he's going for the yeses. He's not holding back in any way, shape, or form. You've been here before, right, my love?
Of course. Yeah.
Yes. So he's not about holding back for the yeses.
So he knows about this. He's been here before. He knows about
this.
this, and
Well,
he didn't listen to
talking-
it, and now he wants permission for not listening to you. Okay, got it.
I'm saying this to him, but I'm saying it to the other people.
Yeah. I picked up on the hints. I could tell she wanted to. I just wasn't sure because this is not a girl I want to have.
Listen,
You know,
I'm gonna tell you. Listen, what you can tell is that she was willing to barter her body for your attention. Did you know for a fact that she's looking for a long-term relationship?
Well, she asked me if I had a girlfriend a couple times.
That's
So
not the question. Has she said to you, hey, I'm looking to marry, I'm dating to marry, I want a long-term relationship, I'm not looking for a hookup? Did she communicate that to you?
in a way, I mean, it was only our first date, so
How? What did she say?
just the questions and the little things she remembers.
No, asking if you have a girlfriend isn't saying I'm looking for a long-term relationship. I'm looking for the words she used that communicated clearly she's looking for a long-term relationship. They were either there or they weren't.
Okay,
You have a
okay.
girlfriend could be her just wanting to make sure she's not gonna get some dude to cheat on his girlfriend.
Okay, no, then.
So you didn't even ascertain if she's looking for a relationship or if she's just looking for fun because you weren't
Right.
interested in that conversation because you're not being intentional about looking for a long-term relationship. You're kind of going willy-nilly down the middle. Listen, I'm gonna fuck my way to hopefully something working out. That's fine if that's the way you want to do it. Again, you're a male 24/7 fertility cycle. I really don't have faith that you will choose this methodology the way I lay it out because the way I lay it out is disciplined.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And you're still having fun.
What's wrong with that? She's not
There's nothing
shaming
wrong.
in any way.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with this. When you're done and you're ready for this and you don't want to waste time and you don't want to unnecessarily hurt anybody, you can lean into my methodology, but I don't feel that's where you're at now.
You don't?
I don't.
Because I mean, I work with this person, and so different departments though, so I don't see her every day. See her like every other day.
Mm-mm.
And yeah, I don't know, I really was looking forward to doing the long term thing than
But then why didn't you do it? You were dating somebody, you went on 2 dates and you had sex with her. So Chantal is right. You're not ready to do this because this just happened.
no,
And
it was
you
only
did
the
it.
one date, and there has been no sex.
You're not
You
ready.
just said you...
He's not
What?
ready to be disciplined enough to do no kissing for 3 months.
No, but I thought he said he just had sex with this lady.
No,
And now he's saying you didn't.
What?
No, he said.
no.
Anyways, we're not getting lost in the story. It's just the story is irrelevant, you guys, because we're not resolving anything for him today. This is not about him resolving something.
He's coming here for advice, and he's gonna fuck up again.
No, I think he just came to brag about getting laid.
You're the...
I
Did I
guess we all did because
misunderstand?
I thought he said he hooked up with her and now he's saying he didn't. So
Right, okay. So I just want to make sure I wasn't crazy.
No. Let me just clarify. Sorry. So it was only one date. It all went well until we went back to her place. I guess that was bad choice of words. The Netflix and chill. So we did
Well,
Netflix
reality is
and
that
we chill, but just no sex. Yeah.
So no sex happened. Okay.
No. So I wanted to
She
like,
wanted to, but you did not.
yeah,
Okay.
because I'm like done with the whole casual sex.
Is that
But
right?
I want a long term, and she's
Did
like,
you ask if you were, then why did you ask if you were cooked? I don't understand. There's something not
well,
jiving with your
because I feel
story.
like she wanted to, and I feel like because I didn't put out, now she's not gonna be interested.
So,
Oh,
if you actually want to pursue her in a very functional, eyes wide open, intentional way, you need to get the instruction manual. You need to follow the instruction manual if you don't want to waste time and you want to communicate properly in a way that has her understanding what you want, who you are, without scaring her off.
Right. Okay.
So my question is, do you want to get so intentional that you are following instructions, that you are laying the foundation to building something healthy and long-term, or do you want to go loosey-goosey willy-nilly?
No, of course I want to try the long term.
Okay. Do you read? Do you read books, my love? Yes, no? Okay. So there's a link in my bio for paperbacks on Amazon. If you click that, you can find this on that page that you're going to get to.
All right. Sounds good. I'll check it out.
Okay. Grab.
Thank you.
Misunderstanding there, by the way. That was that was a team misunderstanding.
Yeah, no problem.
Chill equals sex. We know that. So you confused us. By
Sorry. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right. So if you want to do this in a way that's going to set a really great foundation, this is the way to do it. In the meantime, while you're waiting for this book, I recommend you say to her, hey, I just want to let you know I had a great time. I really enjoyed you. I really want to see where this goes because I want a long-term relationship. I want to make sure you and I would be a good fit. What do you think about using a no kissing for 3 months dating rule to take the time to get to know each other, to find out if this would be a good relationship to commit to? What do you think about saying that to her?
I was actually thinking about saying something like that, taking it slow, because my last relationship, I took it too fast.
So,
like we moved on too quick.
Are
We were moving
you
too quick. So this time I want to take it slow.
okay? So go ahead and
Because
communicate.
I don't want to feel it. I don't want to feel like I'm just having, that kind of relationship.
Right. So text that to her, or call her and say it to her, or set up a date and say it to her face.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing.
Yeah. Okay. And
Question
this
to
is a good.
clarify, are you wanting to use the 3 months, are you wanting to implement the 3-month dating rule?
Yeah, actually.
connection with
Okay,
who?
so
Not with.
it
Go ahead, Ripple.
I was gonna say it's important then to actually say that what Chantel just said to you and not say, nah, I just want to take it slow. Because you need to be
Uh-huh.
clear about what you're actually doing.
Oh yeah, no. I didn't mean like to be that blunt, but I mean like, yeah,
The script is in the dating book, my love. Okay.
sounds good. I'll check it out.
And this is a really good opportunity for you to practice clear communication and honest communication. It's the best way to start, getting to know somebody, because then you're going to know if they're really aligned with you or not, because you're being honest about your intentionality and your truth. And that way, if it lines up, it does. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But you're practicing clear and honest communication from the beginning. And that's important.
Right.
Ladies, I want to point out how this user person wants you to make a connection with a loser before you know they're a loser. They want you to kiss and connect to somebody who's a liar and lazy and selfish and irresponsible because you didn't take the time to find out before the kiss. User says you need to connect to these losers by kissing them first. and connecting and then finding out they're a loser. Don't forget, ladies, a mistake always wants you to make the mistake of picking a mistake by kissing them before you know they're a mistake. Yes, you agree with the 3-month rule? Amazing, amazing, amazing. Good, good, good. Okay, sorry. 3-month rule, good. What about controlling, wanting more than that? I mean, why was I confused? Why was I confused? Why is it that I was thinking you want women to connect before 3 months, right? When you say this, seems good, but controlling, isn't it about wanting a connection? So connecting before you know, so connecting before 3 months, but we shouldn't be so controlling. We should be connecting before 3 months.
Right.
Loving someone, connecting and loving a loser. Notice how this person here, I agree with the 3 months. I think connecting and loving someone is important. Who's this someone? Certainly not the person that we're going to eliminate because we found out they were a loser because we used a no kissing for 3 months dating rule, right?
Yeah.
Hi. Okay, my love, I'm going to let you go. Come back and tell me some news, okay?
For sure.
All right. Thank you, lovely.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Not controlling how, so you can do what you want. You don't have to stick around for 3 months, but that is our boundary. We're going to use that boundary to see if you align with our standards and who we want in a person.
Why are you putting words in my mouth? You said it was controlling, that you want to wait for marriage for intimacy. No. I said you were stupid for wanting to wait until marriage. And then I said, oh, you just want the other person to be uninformed. I didn't call you controlling. I called you the kind of person that wants women to be uninformed, so they make the mistake of picking mistakes because they didn't have all the data. That's what I said. Get it right. Don't put words in my mouth. People are damaged from you, lols? I'm not damaged from all the fun I had, but apparently you're damaging. Ladies, they will tell you exactly how abusive they are. When they tell you body count matters because of damage from past relationships, this guy is telling you he's got a row of damaged people in his wake because the people he's left behind have been damaged by him. That's why he's projecting how damaging relationships are, because that's his experience, is the wake of damage he's left behind. Better block and delete that one. Hey, Joe. Body count matters to losers, and that's the truth. These boring, oppressive bops, oh my God, they're so PP obsessed. They can't look at a female without thinking about male genitalia, and that's the truth. Eh? Loser? What's the matter with you? Your religion said it was wrong to like boys? Your religion was wrong. You can like boys. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. God didn't make mistakes. Hello. Mignon.
Hi.
What topic are you here for?
What?
Oh,
I've
you
seen
wake
body
up.
count.
You need a coffee?
Chantal, even your face of disappointment is just chef's kiss.
That's the sound his member makes when he whips it out. Wah wah wah. Speaking of wah wah wah, here's Sid.
Oh, Jesse believes in fairy tales. Jesse believes in the glass slipper and Cinderella at midnight. Jesse believes in Sleeping Beauty and a kiss from the prince. Jesse loves fairy tales, like soul toys, right, Jesse? Jesse made up this fairy tale that long
So,
after she stopped thinking about him, he still has a tie connected to her soul. He loves that little fairy tale that makes him think women are still attached to him for some reason when they're actually not, Jesse. That's a fairy tale. Hi, Sid. Oh, Sid, where did you go?
I swear all I did was mute him.
Mignon? Mignon? Sid? Sid was here. What was Mignon? Mignon?
That was a sleepy bro.
No. No. Mignon? No. No. You need to go take a shower. No. You need to clean your room. The dishes have been under your bed for too long. There's mold on it. No, clean your room. I'm gonna make you go away. Go clean your room, take a shower. Zero.
Hello.
Hi, what topic are you here for?
Hi, I'm here for body count doesn't matter.
So I'm only discussing this in a factual or scientific way only, not in an individualized way, because you are not the topic. The topic is the topic. A factual way would be like this. Would you agree this is a toothbrush?
Yeah, this is a toothbrush.
And then if you wanted to bring science, I need 4 pieces of information: title of the peer-reviewed study, website you found it on, page number and paragraph number where you read the words in the scientific study you want to say. I'll go find those words with the 4 pieces of information before you say them out loud. And this is how I ensure there's no amplification of lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation. Is that fair?
Yeah, no, that's fair. No, I'm not like here to say that body count matters or anything. I just have like a question regarding to body count that doesn't matter for the people at the age in between the 18
It's not
to
about age,
25.
my love. Body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. It doesn't matter how old you are, you always have bodily autonomy. It doesn't matter how old you are, you're always free to practice your sexuality on your own terms. It doesn't matter how old you are, you're always free to find the compatible long-term partner. And it's much better to find them after understanding your sexuality. My husband had a body count of 2 before me. I was number 3, fully understood himself. I had a very high body count by the time I met him, fully understood myself. With this understanding, we have a compatible long-term relationship. He didn't need to ask my body count to be compatible with me. He just had to look at my character.
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean, but like this is just for like a whole psychological event. We all know that the prefrontal
We all
cortex.
know is lying language. I don't accept anybody coming here attempting to speak for people they've never spoken to.
What do you mean by that?
When did you speak to all the people in the world? How did you do
I'm
that?
not saying we have spoken to all the
You
people.
said we all know. Who is we all?
I'm talking about the people in the live stream
The
because
people in the live stream, you're going to speak for them?
no, what I'm trying to say is we all know that
Who's we
when you're the
all?
age.
Again, I don't accept lying language. So unless you can tell me who we all is so I can understand who you're referring to, or unless you can tell me how you spoke to all the people so I can understand your methodology to achieve something I've never achieved, even as a stripper for 20 years, who's talked to many more males than any of you males, because none of you males were strippers for 20 years. So unless you can point out how you talk to so many people, I don't accept the language that is a lie using the words we all know.
Okay,
Talking
I'll
about
read.
science, if you're going to start talking about science, you need to bring some science. You need to bring some facts and scientific studies that's going to back up what you think you want to say, right? But you should be able to state your position without saying everybody else agrees with me. Just stand behind your position. But if you're going to talk about prefrontal cortex and biology, you need to bring facts and science, not just your opinion.
No, that's what I was gonna bring up, that ideology for prefrontal cortex. What I was gonna say is, how can someone?
So list, if you're gonna, like Diane just said, you need to list the science. You need to be able to cite the source for the science you're presenting.
What's the title of the peer-reviewed study?
There's no title, but
Well, then
I
you
just see.
have no science to present because you taking a
Did
massive
you guys
dump.
listen for a
I
second?
said you taking a
Bro,
massive dump in the palm of your hand, attempting to present the poo in your hand that just came out of your butt and
in my
calling it
hand, I'm just
science
trying to say
doesn't
something.
work. I'm going to get rid of you
I mean,
because
you
you're
can.
talking over me. So you've been removed now because you have no self-control, no self-respect whatsoever, because you're delusional and mentally ill enough to think you're going to poop in your hand and call it science. We're not dumb enough to believe your delusions when you look at the poo in your hand and call it science. I'm too smart for people like you because I look for facts, not a steaming pile of poo in someone's hand calling it science. Goodbye.
See, we're talking over you because what you said was enough for us to put in a boundary, right? That you need to bring some science to back up what you're saying, and you can't do that. Therefore, you can't continue. We don't want to hear it if you can't back it up. It's not that complicated.
We all know a handful of poo when it looks like poo. And if you can't bring 4 pieces of information, it's just a pile of poo. Diane.
I'm going to drop soon, by the way. But Jesse, I think he just came up on the panel and somebody muted him. But he was saying in the comments how body count means that you're going to bring a lot of emotional damage, blah, 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 blah. Well, just go to therapy. Like, the whole point is observe the person in the present to see if they're mentally healthy. Somebody can have a very low body count or be a virgin and have severe psychological issues and trauma. And somebody can have a high body count, whatever that is, and be perfectly healthy and happy and loving and nurturing and generous and kind and all of the things that you'd want in a person. You're not going to know that by a number. That is just stupidity.
Gabrielle pointing out how a lot of these guys have mommy issues and they're looking for the mommy replacement. I love this one creator. She came up with the words wife appliance, and she also coined the term, or I don't know who did, but this is brilliant. I think I heard it for the first time today. The mother to wife pipeline. She said the mother to wife pipeline has been broken now. We're no longer taking the mommy's place when she did everything for little baby boy, always soothed and cleaned up after little baby boy and made him his meals. And now little baby boy wants to move in with one of us and pay 50-50 and be catered to like mommy catered to him. Little baby boy says, I'll do the kitchen and you do the rest, because I'll take 4 hours to clean the kitchen. I'm very slow, so I'll let you take care of the rest, as little baby boy. And I love the article where this came from off Reddit, because the woman who wrote that in, she's like, I'm sending him back to his parents because there's no way I'm paying 50-50 and being his keeper, basically. Yeah, guys, not men. No more wife appliance for baby boys. Penny giver. Oh,
Hello, MILF. How's it going?
Hey.
bye-bye.
Because I'm the only mother on
I mean, listen. I've seen your gem pics.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Hello, Kyle. What topic are you here for?
Body count doesn't matter.
So I'm only discussing this in a factual or scientific way only, not an individualized way, because if you thought spinach was yucky and you feel like you never want to eat it again, does that mean I should stop eating spinach? Yes or no?
One more time.
What?
Can you repeat that?
Ah.
I can't. That's fake. That's fake. That cannot be real.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now, that motherfucker right there is not real.
Do 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 do. It's such a gorgeous day today, by the way. It was like warm, like really hot, but it wasn't. If that made any sense whatsoever, it was hot, but it wasn't.
Barren wasteland over here on my end of Ontario.
Oh, I have 2 dogs. Can I pet that? Oh my goodness, Charlie. Oof. Charlie, is this person gonna make me yell at them? Their name is Hater. They're not gonna be mean.
I can tell just what
He's the one who was up earlier and saying like he was like making half comments and weird comments, so we couldn't put it together, and then he told somebody to get it together. Yeah. Can you turn your music off? Nobody wants to hear your music or your voice. Yeah. Like, we don't want to see him. We don't want to hear him. We don't want to read him.
No, we like him, no. But he went away. Charlie, why the burp? Hi. Hi. He's so rude. Oh, you don't want that. I'm the only one allowed. Me and my mods are the only ones that are allowed. Does that mean to say?
You know what I love? Love. I love when you tell us what to do and you're like, mute him, shut him up. It's HOTT. If you know, you know.
I go off, don't I?
I love it.
I get imperial.
Oh my god, okay, let me shut the fuck up.
Look at this handsome boy. He's such a good boy. He is such a good handsome boy. Oh, let's get that in the sunlight. Such a handsome boy. And Guinevere is being so good about having her nails done. So I used the Dremel, which is like a grinder, basically. Yes, body count matters to losers. I know, honey. I know. So, so initially, like, I don't think, like, they use the snipper, right? And I don't like the snipper because I'm always nervous about cutting the quick. I like the grinder because I can get close without cutting them and making them bleed. So initially she's like, what the hell? Absolutely not. But, you know, monkey see, monkey do. So she sees, oh, look at this guy. He's too tiny to touch the size, and he blames women for his inadequacy, right? Like all the losers do. I know, honey. I know. So, yeah, so she would watch Charlie get his nails done and be still for it and then get the best treats. Because the bigger the torture, the better the treat. So now she sits all nice and still and controls her little movements, and I can grind all of her little nails down, and she gets the best treat ever. She's doing so well. Yeet into the sun, that is correct. Look at this boy.
For anyone that watched The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in the 90s, I gave him the Uncle Phil treatment.
A reason for my kick? I didn't hear the question properly. What's the problem? I think there was too much background noise, something like that. Oh, look at this sleepy boy. So happy.
Request again. I just feels a little fake to me, but you can request again.
We've all had a moment.
I'm just not buying it.
I know. We have our moments because, listen, we have our situations that happen here sometimes, right? So, yeah. Once bitten, twice shy. Can't blame us. And if you do, we don't care. I bought a new dress from Shein. I'm wearing it right now. I love it. 95% cotton, 5% elastane. It's stretchy, comfortable.
Question person, what's the for fool me once, shame on me, but fool me once can't get fooled again.
Oh, yeah. Only ones can't get fooled again. I also bought some new hair stuff. I'm playing with protein, not protein. Ladies, can.
So wait, let me just get this straight. You just spent $500,
I know.
and now you're like, actually.
But check it out, though. Okay, listen. There's a method to my madness.
But the stuff that the big order that you got is like you're still digging it. It's just
Yeah, I'm
okay. You're adding to it.
cycling. Listen, I'm like, I noticed different effects with the different systems, right? Like the Wella Fusion system, the Pantene system. I'm playing. This is all going to work out in the end. Remember the Silk Element stuff? This makes my hair look freaking amazing. This makes my curls pop. You guys have been admiring my curls ever since I dove into this. So I went more into the company. Where did it go? All right. So I got myself a mask. I got myself a shampoo. And I got a heat protectant and a goop, glossing polish and a heat protectant. We're gonna play. I love hair products, right? My hair has been the bane of my existence forever, like since elementary school. Bane of my existence. My goal is to figure it out before I die. Fuck the cost.
But are you kind of in love with it now? Because I am. Like I have a little attachment to your hair, and listen. I can't help it.
And
I love when you play. I love it. Play because I benefit from it. When you come on here and share like the updates, I'm like, okay, you're turning us on to it so we can go try it.
Yes. Okay. I'm journeying. You're journeying with me. Beautiful hair. Thank you. It's a process. It's coming. It's happening. I want to have long hair before I die. I want long tresses. I want long, healthy hair just once before I die. It was pretty healthy, I think, when I was like 16, 17. It was long, undyed, looked full, right? I'm looking at my school pictures, right? But yeah, as curly girls need help. It is the worst being a curly girl. And it's so crazy because the straight hair girlies ripple, right? I don't know, did you ever go, man, I wish my hair was curly?
My hair is curly underneath. It's wavy. I have Irish hair. I have very Irish hair.
Damn, yes. Yeah, I got Irish. My hair is definitely straighter on top than it is on the bottom. Very curly cues on the bottom. Curly hair, I gotta stay away from heat and chemicals. I am, girl, I am. That's why I used to be curly all the time. I only do heat when I'm doing an event, and then I'll do the blowout. And so Niagara Falls, we're gonna have a blowout, and it's gonna be like beach waves, updo. I don't know. I got my friend. She's a hairdresser. She's brilliant. So her husband Uwe is one of the DJs, and she's a hairdresser. I'm like, Courtney, be my hair person that day. So she's gonna make me gorgeous.
The lumberjack hairstyle that goes long hair but bushy right here.
Gabrielle?
Are you kind of loving it now, though?
Yeah, like I'm leaning into the curls, and I'm finding products that are like cleaning my hair properly, and then products that are defining my curls and nourishing and moisturizing properly. So I feel like I'm starting to get it.
Your hair, your natural hair is so stunning.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Brush. Demand brush. There's a brush called a demand brush. Keep your curls together. I'm always up for intel. Demand.
I've actually heard of that.
That's all right.
Thank you, Freddie. You're so cute too. Even though you're not my type, I prefer women.
Denman.
I've never dyed my hair.
Okay. A Denman brush. I've seen girls with curly hair with stuff like this. Yeah. Nylon bristles. With boar. It's going with boar bristles. So I have this baby, this plastic nubbin. And I have these big wide tooth. And I also have a boar bristle. Oh yeah.
I could have gone my whole life without seeing two of those brushes. They make me want to scream.
Stop. Bleaching killed my curls. I'm only doing my roots lately. Might do some highlights before the October 25th event. Tutorials, clumpy curls, right? I've seen lots of like product and brush tutorials for us curly hair girls. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. BY tooth comb, never put a brush in my hair, and your hair is amazing, Dondra. Balance curl brush, separate some brushes at the same time, yes. Yeah. All the things we talk about. I'm enjoying what I did to myself here today. I am. I'm gonna be very honest with that.
Me too.
I'm liking it. I might wear this for breakfast on the weekend. I might wear this for brunch with the ladies on Sunday. So wear it to breakfast with hubby in the morning and then go to brunch with, so one of my friends, I met her when I was in my 20s. This woman just cannot be out of my life. Natalie, I saw Natalie in a male strip club. I'm gonna tell you guys this story. This is wild. So Sunday night, there is a strip club in Montreal that was boys dancing for boys, but on Sunday night they let the girls come too. And I was sitting at home doing nothing on a Sunday night, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go look at the boys. I'm gonna go watch the boys dance. And I was like, I didn't go to meet anybody. I didn't go to get dances. I just went to go smoke some cigarettes and be entertained. And I was literally wearing jean coveralls and a t-shirt, like not cute at all. I go to this club. I'm sitting, the club has a square bar and a stage, and I was on the far side of the bar. So there's me at the bar, and there's the bar, and there's the stage. So very lesbian of me, right? So I'm sitting there just having a drink, smoking cigarettes, watching the boys move on stage because they're entertaining, right? And I like to see good dancers. And I noticed there was these two women across, and they kept looking at me. And I was like, Anyways, there was a gay boy with them as well, and I kept noticing the three of them, and then I look up and I notice the girls, but the boy was gone. And then he just appears right beside me. He's like, hi. And I'm like, oh, hi. And he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. He goes, oh, let me introduce you to my friends. So introduces me to one of the girls, and then he disappears, and she's talking to me. And then this second girl comes up, and she goes, oh, this is my friend Natalie. And she goes, do you like her? And Natalie's very attractive. And I go, yeah. She goes, kiss her. And I go, Okay. Like I look at Natalie and Natalie's looking at me like it's looking yes. And I go, okay. So Natalie and I start making out. So the other girl's name happened to be Chantel, by the way. So Chantel makes out with me. Natalie makes out with me. Natalie is very much more my style. Chantel is kind of like aggressive. I'm more of a girly, very soft kind of girl. So Natalie asked me to be her and her boyfriend's threesome because they were looking for somebody and I was her flavor. So I'm like, well, yeah, I'll meet him. So we get together, we have a coffee, he's handsome. Long story short, we were a throuple. So I went to Mexico and I went to Mexico to go work, and then I went back to Mexico, and I had left everything behind. I sold my car, I sold my belongings, I packed a suitcase, I left everything I couldn't sell, and I brought my phone book with me. I get to Mexico, I go to a cash conversion, and I leave my phone book on the counter. So not only have I left home, I've lost all of my contacts. The only number I had memorized was my mom's. That's it. I lost contact with the entire world. Everybody that I knew. I stayed in Mexico for 5 months, fly back home. I'm in Montreal one night. I'm leaving work. I'm driving down St. Catherine Street, and I see Natalie getting into her car on St. Catherine Street. And I was like, fuck, there's Natalie. I should go. It's too late. She's getting in her car. By the time I pull over, park, she's going to be gone. And my brain goes, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And I forget when and how exactly. In this moment, I forget it. When it comes to me, I'll tell you. But we found each other again. This woman cannot be out of my life. If we're not talking for months and months and months and months, doesn't matter. Bing, she's in my DMs. Hey, been a while. I'm like, Natalie, I've been thinking about you, because I was. It's always like, we'll kind of be in each other's lives for a little bit. Some distance will take place because we're lifing. Life gets busy. I move to a different province kind of thing. Her daughter gets leukemia, right? Like life can get tough and can get really busy. And so we don't talk for a while, but then I start thinking about her a lot. And next thing I know, here comes the DM.
Well, that's it. So what? Then Sunday, is that who you're meeting?
So I haven't seen her for a few years now. It's been a couple of years. And I was thinking about her a lot, so I knew she was going to be coming soon. Next thing I know, it's been a while. I'm like, Natalie. And she's like, hey, me and my girls are getting together for brunch on Sunday. You should come. So I'm going to have brunch on Sunday with her and her girlies. She's like, you're going to love them. And I believe it. So I think I'm going to wear this for brunch on Sunday.
I love that. I love that story.
Yeah.
I love all of that. And then she's coming on Sunday. That's awesome. I love the serendipity of it all too, where it's just like the fact that you left your phone book, that was like a restart. You know what I mean? Yeah. I had a moment like similar to that in Mexico where, like you did in the club, I had a similar moment like that where they were like, you guys should just kiss. And we were like, okay.
Why not?
When I was on the beach with two gay boys and two girls who they approached me in a club. Yeah, that's so funny.
She had 2 sidekicks that night. It was pretty cute. Oh, her and I had fun. Oh, we would go. So like Natalie and I were like girlfriend. And like she had her boyfriend, but I was her girlfriend. And we would go to that club, her and I, and we would go and sit back against the wall, just the two of us, right? And we'd have a little dancey stool in front of us, and we call our favorite boys over to come and dance for us. And we'd be like pawing each other, and the boys are like so happy to be dancing for us. Let me tell you, these like 2 beautiful young women instead of some old wrinkly dude. So everybody had fun. Oh, my 20s were wild. Not for the reasons you think body count matters, not the reasons I think. No, body count only matters to people that are controlling, insecure, stuck in the past, and PP obsessed.
I miss my 20s too. I'm almost 40.
It's my 20s. I did have a blast in my 20s, but my 30s have been pretty fucking awesome too.
I like all the adventures I had. Like, I went to a lot of places. I met a lot of people. I went to a lot of things, and I had a lot of fun. But I wouldn't trade it for the peace and calm that I have today. Like, I love that I had all those adventures. Would I pick adventures over peace? I think I'd pick peace over adventures.
Same time, do you kind of feel like, and maybe this is just me because I do feel like this. I feel like the maybe chaos, and it was adventurous and fun, but chaotic at the same time of the 20s allows me to enjoy that piece so much more and appreciate it so much more.
Yeah.
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 My mid-20s stolen from me. Other than that, my 20s were a blast.
I love all my experiences. I had a good time. User, what's your name?
My name's Brandon.
Brandon, what topic are you here for?
I actually wanted to ask if I could ask a question that isn't specifically related to the body count topic. If not, that's okay.
No, of course, that's the open forum part, my love.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask more about the topic of marriage and waiting until marriage, if that's okay.
Yeah, so let's just start with you understanding my understanding about waiting until marriage. Can we do that?
Okay, sure.
Okay, so I'm going to do what I call a thought exercise. I'm going to ask you a question, and I don't want you to overthink it. I want you to give me a kind of a quick answer so I can continue the thought exercise. So the question is, if you gave a monetary amount to marriage, if you took the value of it to you, marriage is this valuable to me, and you translated that value into a dollar amount, what would that dollar amount be? And don't overthink it, just a number, $1 million, 100,000, $10, 10 million, a trillion. What?
I don't know. That's kind of a tough question. I guess maybe
You're
maybe
overthinking.
100,000
Throw
or
a number.
$1 million, I guess.
Million. Thank you very much. So, for the sake of this exercise, I have this box. Now, this box is closed, right? You see this box is closed? You can't see inside. I'm going to ask you to give me $1 million to buy this box. Now, you can't open the box to find out what's inside. You have to purchase it in order to find out what's inside. Are you willing to pay me $1 million for this box?
Probably not. No.
Because it's not logical, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what waiting until marriage is. I'm not going to get all the information, find out everything about what's inside. I'm not going to find out what's going to happen inside of marriage before getting marriage. I'm going to pay the ultimate price and then open the box. And if I don't like what's inside, it's very costly. I lost my $1 million, right? Because you don't get the money back if you don't like what's inside, right?
That makes sense. But what if, you wanted to be with someone who also values, wanting to wait for that as well?
I guess that makes sense, but what about the people who don't value information? By all means, proceed without information. You have every right to do so.
Yes. I mean, for me,
Religious? Is this because of a religious belief?
Yes.
it is, but
Okay, yeah, we don't
Okay.
care.
I understand if
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
really a logical thing, but for me, I guess it's also
No, we don't talk to people who are religiously indoctrinated because they don't accept logic. Your religion doesn't allow you to accept logic. So it's a moot conversation to have because you're not here to accept logic. You've accepted God instead. So I'm not going to waste my time when somebody's unwilling to accept logic because it would not go with their acceptance of God.
the biggest commitment, in my opinion, marriage is probably one of the biggest commitments you can make in your life because of what all it comes with. I'm not going to make one of the biggest commitments of my life uninformed. Like, that's a huge uninformed decision.
Yes, an informed decision. And who wants a woman, a female, to make an uninformed decision? It is a male who subscribes to patriarchy in the form of religious control, wants her to make uninformed decisions. Now, ladies, if you want to be controlled, by all means, go to their system so they can control you and make sure you don't get enough information to serve yourself. You are controlled enough, naive enough, uneducated enough, uninformed enough to serve them. I'm going to do a book walk through, my loves. Head out for the day. Yay! Hi, lovelies. If you're new, hit the follow button. I'm here hosting live streams Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time for minimum 2 hours. Yes, it's important to you to be with somebody who's uninformed enough to pick you, right? It's important to you to be with somebody who's uneducated enough to pick you. It's important for you to choose somebody who's naive enough to pick you. And we call people like this predators. When you seek somebody who doesn't have knowledge and insight, we see you as predatory.
Matter if that's your intentions or not. That's what you're doing regardless. So
Yeah.
there
So
you go.
women are leaving religions like yours because they recognize how predatory it is. So you can hold on to your predatory ways and call it religion all you want, but women are waking up to predatory behavior.
The point is, Brendan, drop the Bible and the religious indoctrination, learn logic, practice real science,
No.
come back here, then we'll talk.
He won't do that because predators seek out religion because they like to wear the shield of religion because it keeps people from seeing how much of a predator they are. They call themselves religious when they prey on the uneducated, naive, and uninformed. They call themselves religion when they do that.
Until then, Brendan, we don't give a rat's ass what you have to say.
I'm just busy warning women against people who seek uninformed people. The 3-month rule.
Okay, Brendan, you're just using the 3-month rule to sell the fact that you're not a predator when in reality you really are. We had you pegged the second you came up.
It's important for controlling people to find inexperienced, uneducated people. Yes. Yeah. Because they can't control me because I own my autonomy. But if they can convince a woman to say males own her autonomy, then they can control her into being in a relationship with somebody who is subpar.
Hey, Chantel.
Hi, Louie. Oh, Jared said nope.
Did you do that?
Why would you do that? Why? He wasn't muted. What was the reason?
You just have a trigger finger today. You've been muting a lot of people, dropping people. Just
I had a previous run-in with him on another live.
Uh-oh. What happened, Jared?
He was being disrespectful, and I had to leave before my blood pressure got elevated.
I need to book walkthrough, my loves. So you can get my paperbacks on Amazon, guys. If you Google who is Canada's best dating coach, you're probably going to see my name. Need to be in control of men. No, women just block and delete the males that they don't want. It's that simple. We're not controlling anybody. We're assessing you and then dealing with you appropriately. And if you're not at our level, we just remove you. We just block and delete. That's it. We're not controlling anybody. So ladies, Comeback Queen helps you heal faster from a breakup or divorce. No More Assholes is how you make sure you don't pick another mistake again. This is No More Assholes in English. This is No More Assholes in Spanish. When you start a brand new relationship, use After the First Kiss. Make it rock solid from day one by avoiding pitfalls and self-sabotage. Fix That Shit helps you achieve a zero-fight relationship by teaching you communication skills and conflict resolution skills. We got Fix That Shit for men and Fix That Shit for women. Men who want to heal faster from a breakup and select the right long-term partner, your book is the perfect play. People who know teens, Ms. Dondra, get them dating 101 so that they can learn what we are learning instead of making the mistakes we made because they didn't learn what we are learning now. So this is written to be a textbook in sex ed. Fake Love Me Not Apply, how to eliminate posers, losers, scammers, and predators. This is actually a free book in the link in my bio if you would like a sample of my writing at no cost. Also learn how to get rid of losers at no cost. Say Yes to Goodness, 10 Steps for a Complete Happy You. This is going to help you elevate your happiness in 10 key areas of your life that affect you mentally and emotionally. That's right. Safety. Your self-education on your body, your desires, your kinks, what you like and don't like, what your body perceives as pleasure, how it wants it. That matters. Your knowledge, your education, your ability to communicate, how to be pleased. That is important. Custom Made. This one is 2 parts, identifying and monetizing your purpose, passion, and talent. This is a workbook, 2 writing exercises at the end of every chapter. Another little workbook here is the Glow Up Journal. You're welcome, my love. This is going to help you increase your self-esteem in 60 days of guided writing and doing. So this is going to biohack your brain and body and expedite your change. I love changing your brain structure, you guys. Like, I love using science to be so efficient and effective with your growth and your mental health. These workbooks have bonus material. Get these paperbacks on Amazon as well. We got the Fix That Shit for Women workbook, Fix That Shit for Men workbook, and the No More Assholes workbook. All right, my lovelies. Make sure you check out the buttons in the link in my bio. Come and see me in Niagara Falls on October 25th. I have a full day event on the Canadian side of Niagara Falls, 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. We're doing a really, really deep meditation in the morning. This is going to change your vibe, you guys. Be prepared. Be prepared to have a vibrational shift in the morning. The afternoon, we're going to have some entertainment. We got guest speakers, Hope with Holly coming in from the United States. We have a film crew coming in to show a preview of a documentary being made about me. In the evening, we have a dance party from 7 p.m. until 10 p.m. 2 DJs. Gonna have such a good time. I'm really excited about this day. I'm putting a lot of time and energy into it. I am loving what I'm visualizing, and I can't wait to have this really amazing day with you. I think we're going to have such a good time. I'm going to get to see some of you for the first time. Huggies.
I'm excited, Chantal. I love you so much. Have a wonderful evening.
I love you too, my love. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Have a good sleep, lovelies.